never let love sink in into me. I don't mean to make things so complicated, but you didn't with the heart that has been jaded so many times. Jump in line with it staring ain't fair, and I think you know why. Cause oh, you know you're making me nervous. You're digging deep, you scratched on my surface. Hey, oh, you know you're making me nervous. But I'm still trying to see if you're worth it. I'm feeling out of my league, I'm hoping you're not at sea. What you're saying to me makes me nervous. Yeah, I'm feeling out of my league, I'm hoping you're not at sea. What you're saying to me makes me nervous. No, I never learned just how to take a compliment. In my mind they never could be genuine, or they're too rehearsed to be their word. And I can't tell if it's despair or if I'm cursed. What's worse? Cause you know you're making me nervous. Yeah, you're digging deep, you scratched through my surface. Hey, oh, you know you're making me nervous. But I'm still trying to see.
Gaming Morning Show.
Things put on pancakes and rhyming bear intros. Austin confused about whose sister married the bros. In the UK, dooley-doo tugs on our heartstrings. Gaming Morning Show is one of our favorite things.
It's Paul.
It's Paul.
Ah, who are we kidding?
Pumpkin spice and fall. Paul.
We all know our favorite thing is the season of Paul. Pumpkin spice latte time! Besides the tasty drinks, the weather is cooler.
We get the most time where it's cooled off, but it's not always rainy. Sometimes it's rainy for part of the day, but then it dries up and it's just a nice, cool, cloudy day. I like that.
There's football on.
Man, did we have a great football weekend. Both of our teams performed to the tippy top of their tippiest top of performance, and boy, football is fun.
That's gotta be enough for all of the hosts of Gaming Morning Show, right? Right?
Okay, so when Club Penguin changed, they changed everything, they got more mainstream, and I wrote them an email. And I was like, it would be really nice if you guys could go back to the way things were, because the original Penguins, we really miss it. I speak on behalf of all of the OG Penguins, and we all are really upset. Right, you've changed, man.
You're the Lorax for Club Penguin.
I was. I speak for the Penguins.
Well, penguin begins with a P. So, happy Paul, everyone, from all of us at GMS. Broadcasting live from Redner's Rescued Cat Figurine Museum in Menominee Falls, Wisconsin.
When Sean Redner told his wife, Hillary, that he wanted to turn their Wisconsin home into a museum of cat figurines, she had a predictable response. We're gonna do what?
We'll do that some other time, huh? Okay then. Broadcasting live from the same places they've been since 2020. It's time for Gaming Morning Show.
Morning, gamer. Welcome in. It's Gaming Morning Show. Thank you so much for being along with us wherever you may be on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. I am Hefty Goof, sports.gaming along for the ride today as well. On the left side of your screen, we have 3 hours of entertainment planned for you as we are a morning radio show that plays games back from a little bit of a vacation. I thought vacations were supposed to be restful. I thought we were supposed to, go away, just chill out for a little bit and then come back fully rested and ready to go for the rest of the week. Turns out that's not going to be the case, which is very frustrating because I went away, Sean, and I'm not relaxed. Okay. I feel you. Speechless. Yeah. My football team's play has made me feel that way. Just speechless. Doesn't make sense. Yeah. No, I'm in a somber mode as well. Guessing Sean will be back in a moment. Oh, the internet might not cooperate today. What a run it will be. Holy cow. Good morning, Drew Mega. I am JF Downs. It is good to see you. You should have heard my voice. Not yesterday.
First,
Yesterday was... yesterday was still a little bit bassy. But my voice on Sunday night, as we were getting set to get back on the airplane and fly back from Denver out to the Pacific Northwest, it was like I should have cut as many Ford F-150 commercials as I could have, because my voice had gotten to the point where
please pay your hosts with plenty of voice flattery.
it was almost like it had just eliminated a certain like range of my voice. So it wasn't raspy, it wasn't like hoarse or anything. It was just all the like treble was gone, and so everything was down in the lower range. And so it was very much Ford trucks, Ford F-150. The Eagles are still undefeated. It was great. I should have recorded as many of those as I could at the time, but I didn't, alas. So, don't worry, you're playing in London next week. Yeah, so this Sunday, your Denver Broncos, which they've already gone, over there. They're in London as we speak. Will play the Jacksonville Jaguars, 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. So wake up. It's time to go for sports next weekend. We will talk a little bit about yesterday's Monday Night Football game. The Bears, out of nowhere, kind of beat the Patriots, like dismantled the Patriots, it sounds like. I'll also check the NHL scoreboard and more. I saw Sean was wearing his Flame shirt. We're going to be playing later today as well. I think we play the Penguins. So, anyway, lots of sports to get to. 7:50. Birthdays at 6:50. If you have a birthday to celebrate, please let us know. We'll have a couple of folks from the audience who celebrated birthdays over the weekend, as this is our first show back since last week. Also, Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News, although that could be dicey depending on what the internet situation looks like at Sean's house. So we'll see how that looks in about 10 minutes from now. It is World Pasta Day. It is National Chucky the Notorious Killer Doll Day. They've made a day out of this doll, which is baffling to me. This doll needs to just not be a thing. It's terrifying. Oh, I'll share my story of when I was a kid in just a sec. It's National Danielle Day, National Fine Art Appreciation Day, National Greasy Foods Day, National Hope for Henry Day, National I Care About You Day, National Yasmin Day, and Punk for a Day Day, plus Sourest Day. Those are all the days of the day. We'll share a story later this hour of a king cobra that escaped from a Swedish zoo, and so now the whole exhibit is gone. And then pet kangaroo on the loose in an Indiana county. So those are some of the stories we have coming up this hour and next hour, respectively, on this morning radio show that plays games. We'll also get into our topic of the day in just a sec. National Kissy Missy Day, said Drew Mega.
No.
Pass. Hard pass. The truth of the matter is, so when I was a kid, my mom allowed my sister, when she was in 8th grade, and I was about 4 years younger than her, to rent Child's Play, which is where this whole doll thing started with Chucky. Allowed her to rent that movie for a birthday party. So me being the younger brother and feeling excluded, I decided to go to like the base of the stairs where I could peer through the traffic and watch part of the movie. I decided I'd go check it out and see. So not only were the 8th graders just terrified, especially my sister, but I also kind of caught like a glimpse. I got like secondary, what's the word? Where you like, you're not the primary target, but like you get hit with a secondary, a stray bullet almost, right? There's a word for that. Anyway, I caught a glimpse of it. So, to make matters worse, my family owned the My Buddy doll from that time, and that's who Chucky was modeled after. Collateral damage, that works. I don't know if that's the word I was looking for, Downs, but yeah, I was collateral damage. I wasn't supposed to be there, but I was, and so now I got a piece of it. Yeah. So if you understand why I don't like that Kissy Missy doll that hangs out in Sean's studio, maybe you'll now know why. It's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. hard pass on the whole celebration of National Chucky the Notorious Killer Doll Day. Although Hefty Wife thinks Chucky was hilarious. So I guess each to their own, I suppose. Let's get to today's topic. It is International Artist Day. So we're asking, what art do you enjoy the most? I just recently had a chance to go to the Denver Art Museum and check out exhibit that a friend of mine put together. And it was pretty cool. But, like, there's not a bunch of detailed breakdown for artistry, like, that's in galleries and stuff for me. So I think I appreciate a lot of that. I don't have a lot of depth. I'm the same way with wine. I really enjoy going to the winery. I really enjoy opening up a bottle of wine. It tastes good. It's not like it tastes bad. It just tastes good. I just can't get you the deeper thinking, which, as I've understood myself a little bit more, I think this makes sense because, like, I'm almost like you think of it, you put it out there, and other people can kind of break it down. That's where I am, which is why I'm a play-by-play person in sports. The analyst is the one who tells you a little bit more about why everything happens. I'm just the one who goes, here's what happened. I drank the wine. It was good. Okay. Anything else to add, Ryan? No, the wine was good. And so, yeah, I'm fine with it. I enjoyed it. It was a good experience. It was positive. All right. So we're asking, what type of art do you appreciate most? We'll talk more about Artist Day in just a moment. If only Sean was here. I almost can still hear his voice.
The stick is a harvesting tool.
That's not what I thought you were going to say. All right. Are you here to stay, do you think?
Who knows? The last time I tried to talk, the whole internet went down.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's good to see you. Nice flame shirt, by the way.
Thanks.
Uh-oh.
So far, it shut the show down.
Well, yeah, no kidding. Yeah, don't wear red on a Tuesday. That's like the common... I don't remember them. Man, I can't even think of words. I tried to think of collateral damage earlier, and apparently that wasn't going to happen. So,
it happens.
did you know today is the Chucky doll day again?
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Already for GMS Tuesday nights, which, by the way, Drew Mega, who brought up Kissy Missy, we will be in the same studio tonight to play Gotham Knights. So, that'll be at 8 p.m. Pacific time. So, I'm hoping that Sean's not going to bring out Kissy Missy, because what's Kissy Missy have to do with Gotham Knights?
Theoretically nothing, but we'll see.
Theoretically nothing, but we'll see. That's your answer. Fantastic. I assume we can have the Flames game on the side, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet. Yeah, that's kind of the nice thing about playing Super GMS Bros-in-Law as opposed to, Fudge, is I can actually, like, be somewhat distracted and still do the show. Whereas, like...
Yeah, it won't...
with Fudge, you kind of want me immersed, which...
It won't...
I had talked to a first-time watcher of Fudge yesterday, and they were telling me that they were watching, and him and his husband could not believe, or I believe his boyfriend, excuse me, said they couldn't believe how actually scared I was.
Yeah, when you describe it, it sounds like a bit.
No, it's really just that painful. So
yeah, yeah. And so you describe it, and you even like point out that like no, he really doesn't like it, but it still comes off as like, oh yeah, but he's playing it up for the camera, and it's really not that bad.
It's that bad.
No, that's not the case.
It's that bad. Drew Mega says, if you like it, that's all that matters. Okay, well, let me ask you this about art, Sean, because I basically explained, I really like going to galleries. I like checking out, especially, like, I like going to hear from the person who made the thing and, like, hear them talk about the why behind why they made it. It kind of scratches my curiosity itch. But I am not, like, naturally intuitive about deep thinking when it comes to a lot of things, not just art. Art just happens to be one of them. I was kind of comparing it to wine, where, like, I love going to wineries. I love going I actually like going wine drinking as opposed to wine tasting.
Right.
Because I can't think too deeply, or I don't understand like how to explain what I'm thinking as deeply. So I don't have a depth of art, but I do love watching people make things. Where do you stand in terms of like what types of art you enjoy the most?
I enjoy a wide variety of art, but I'm kind of like you, especially when it comes to a lot of like visual arts. I don't know, and you know, we could go to a gallery with a painting that's done by, you know, relatively inexperienced artist, and I'll be like, oh, this is really good work, and then we can go to a gallery renowned artist. I'll be like, this is also really good work. Like I don't know enough to be able to appreciate the differences without it being like explained to me, but I'll just be like, pretty. I like this.
It's pretty. Yeah,
Art is nice.
I was mentioning I got to go to the Denver Art Museum because a friend of mine works there and put together a gallery, and it was really fun to spend 40 minutes with her, hearing about the whys behind why, she made the choices she made and all that stuff. But like as soon as she left for a meeting, and it was me and my daughter left to our own devices, it was just like walking around, being like, "Well, that one's cool. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, that's neat."
I like the way they used colors. And the colors are nice.
I like how they made this art out of art. Wait, what?
The shapes are shapeful.
Oh no. Gotham Knights, Dallas is getting it today too. You said you were most excited to play with Nightwing, right?
Yeah, Nightwing's the best.
Anyone else who's getting Gotham Knights, let me know who you're excited to play as. According to Drew Mega, I was excited for Gotham Knights as a huge fan of the Arkham games, and yes, I know Gotham Knights has nothing to do with the Arkham games, but gave it lukewarm reviews. I think I'm going to wait until it goes down in price to buy it. I'm going to focus on the new God of War and Callisto Protocol as the games to hold me over on the holiday season.
Nice. Yeah, I'm very, very excited for the new God of War.
And stay tuned today after Super GMS Bros-in-Law for GMS Tuesday nights. We'll send you over to Sports.Gaming's channel so that we can continue to get the things needed for Sean's affiliation, and then we can get everything set up with the GMS emotes and such on Patreon. So.
Boop.
Hi. All right, we got the Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News coming up after this. I am very happy you're back because I was getting this feeling that I'd have to do the news by myself, and that never is a good segment.
No, luckily just a reset of the router worked fine.
We'll just call it Hefty Guesses the News. Get in there. Oh, nice try. Nice try.
Couldn't get it above it. Get above it.
Hey, 6:24 West Coast time. It's 9:24 out east. It is 2:24 for those watching GMS in the UK. Take a look at captions if you have a chance. Drew Mega says, growing up in low to mid-income neighborhoods as a kid and teen, there was a lot of graffiti, and I had a few friends that were graffiti artists. I find it great in terms of style and presence. Yeah, I mean, I've always been in awe of graffiti. And then the Dan Patrick Show remodeled their studio space probably 4 or 5 years ago at this point, but they did kind of graffiti style art to depict certain matchups you would never get to see. Like it was Michael Jordan and Wilt Chamberlain or something like that, or Tom Brady and Lawrence Taylor. So they did these beautiful spray paint art drawings, paper mache. I don't know how to describe it. Just gonna sit over here in my artist corner. That sounds like we're trying to make a segment. It's time for Artist Corner with Hefty.
That would be a fun segment.
Would it?
Do you want to make some art?
Ooh. No, I don't think I do. How about we just have a show where I color? I could do that.
Oh yeah, that counts. That's art.
All right, we'll have some facts for you coming up about International Artist Day. We'll do that in a little bit. We'll tell you Down's exciting choice for Gotham Knights, and we'll have more comments. Drew Mega is a fan of a certain type of art, so we'll have that coming up as well. Sports at 7:50 this morning. 6:50 birthdays this day in gaming history. Right now on this morning radio show that plays games, it's time to get the video game headlines that you need to know. And for that, as always, here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, October 25th, 2022, and this is your Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News. I was excited this morning because usually Mondays are a little slow, but you have a few days worth of news to choose from, and today's Tuesday. So not only did I have the weekend's news to choose from, but yesterday's news to choose from. And it was still a slow news day.
I kind of knew that's where that was going. It's like, there's no news, is there?
Yeah, but looking back on it, it worked out not having to do news yesterday because it would have been rough. One thing that did happen, this was over the weekend, Steam broke its own concurrent record for users online at one time. They set a new record with 30 million users online at a time this weekend. This is from Adam Bankhurst of IGN. This isn't the first time that Steam has been that at 30 million users. Specifically, 30,032,005 players were online Sunday, October 23rd. And the top 5 games being played consisted of Counter-Strike Global, Lost Ark, Apex Legends, and PUBG Battlegrounds. Not all 30 million players were in-game, as many could have been browsing in communities, etc., etc. But they were online using the Steam service. A lot of people.
Were you?
Sunday. Nope.
Okay.
Nope, not me. I was busy.
Well,
It could have been 30,032,006.
yeah. I mean, I would have been fine with it. I would have enjoyed, playing some Steam instead of, doing what I was doing, which is watching football in person. So, if only I could have been part of that.
Yeah, if only. Maybe next time. And we'll probably continue to see these sort of numbers rise, especially as Steam Decks become more readily available, and a lot of those are popping up more and more. So we'll talk about this again at some point, just like we have before. In our next news story, event begins today. And here's some things you can expect in Overwatch's Halloween event. This is from Wesley LeBlanc of Game Informer. This is Overwatch, one of Overwatch their annual events, their Halloween Terror, which brings not only Halloween-inspired skins and rewards to the game's unique PvE experience. And it has returned this time for the first time for Overwatch 2. And much like previous years for Overwatch Prime, that comes with skins, rewards, and a semi-sequel to the first game's Halloween PvE experience, Junkenstein's Revenge. The new PvE mode for Overwatch 2 is Stein's Revenge Wrath of the Bride, and you can jump in starting today. And it talks a little bit about the story, so if you're interested in that, you can check that out or just hop in the game and play. It's going to run from today from 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time to November 1st, so you can check that out right now. Well, not right now, in a couple hours.
I won't be, but that's the whole Overwatch 2. I haven't even tried to download it yet or anything like that, so
Yeah, same.
low chance, but maybe I'll watch it on stream or something. Are there any jump scares? Because I don't need those. I'll pass on those.
From screenshots, it looks relatively cartoony Halloween, so I think you're okay.
Woohoo!
So don't take my word for it, but from what I can tell, it seems to be Ryan safe.
It's going to be startling. That's what's going to happen.
Lots of gore. No one knows why. 4 is getting a next-gen upgrade next year. This is from Ryan Dinsdale of IGN. That's right. Fallout 4 is coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S/X in an official next-generation update next year. This is a part of Celebration. This was announced during a blog post from Bethesda. It's a long-awaited free update that's also coming to PC. This is after 8 years of Fallout, and the update's going to include a performance mode that allows for higher frame rates, a quality mode for 4K graphics, plus bug fixes and more Creation Club content. Cool. Will this get me to play a Fallout game? Probably not.
What's the concept of the Fallout games? I don't know if I know that.
Post-apocalyptic, lots of radiation in the world. Civilization's been like in bunkers for generations, and then you come out and fight things. And it's fun.
You discover what the fallout is from all of that.
Yeah, there's lots of Fallout. One time they were in Las Vegas.
Thank you, Chef.
That's it. Fallout 76, people really hated that game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Get wrecked. I'm happy they went back 72 iterations then.
Yeah. They tried to go into the future. It didn't work. And always last but not least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today, like Ducky Quacky out on Switch, Eden Gate, The Edge of Life out on PC, Miraculous, Rise of the Sphinx out on Switch, Mount and Blade 2, Bannerlord out on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, and PC, Pom Pom the Great Space Rescue out on Switch, Turbo Sloths out on PC, Victoria 3 out on PC, Yamawari Lost in the Dark out on Switch, and for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment. Today's name of the morning goes to Garbage Pail Kids, Mad Mike and the Quest for Stale Gum out on PC.
We're looking for stale gum. Okay.
Who knows?
Who knows?
That Mike, he's mad.
Where's my stale gum? Bring it to me now. All right. Well, there you go. That was our gaming morning show, Morning Gaming News. We do it every single show at the 6:25 mark of the show, and it went pretty okay. I'm telling you, if your internet decides that it doesn't want you to be on camera, we might go audio only mode for you. The very end of it was great. The first 2 stories was kind of hit or miss. I don't know why. Gonna give the internet people a quick call.
Yeah, Rocket League was struggling as well.
But thank you for that. Is the stale gum pre-chewed?
I don't know.
It kind of makes more sense that it would be. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I suppose so.
Maybe that's part of the choose your own adventure nature of the game. Maybe part of it is and part of it's not.
Maybe you have options.
Well, if Garbage Pail Kids, Mad Mike and the Quest for the Stale Gum wins Name of the Month, you could win it if you're a Patreon subscriber immediately. If you're not, you can win it toward January when we have a Fulfillment Appreciation Name of the Month giveaway. Congratulations again to Quiet I Am Gaming for winning Whateverland, our September Name of the Month. I believe Fulfillment is going to get you your order sometime today. And we will take a look at everything else that's coming up in the next edition of Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News. That'll be tomorrow at 6:25 a.m. Pacific Time. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. And using my looking at the future powers, the news tomorrow will be more Wednesday-like.
You're really going to try to just will the news to be good again.
Oh, if only.
I mean, that wasn't bad. I mean, we've had way too much Overwatch lately.
Yeah, lots of Overwatch.
Way too much. Speaking of Quiet I'm Gaming, good morning to you. Said, sweet. I look forward to playing as me. Quiet's name is in the game, so yeah. They actually modeled one of the characters out of clay based on Quiet's likeness. Probably. You know who we mold out of clay every single day? It's the person who hides behind the curtain and says, hey, let me in. It's Bear out here and it's cold. Bear, hurry up. The show is getting old.
Oh no, the show's getting... Oh.
Today. It's your birthday. No, it's not Bear's birthday.
Oh, when is Bear's birthday? Have we decided that?
Oh, well, only Bear would know. I mean, Bear was there.
Bear? He says he didn't have a birthday. He just started existing one day.
I have to imagine Bear's birthday with us, meaning when he was born to the audience, had to be like Q1. Like, it had to be like a March debut.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I'm sure K-Laugh knows. K-Laugh! Let us know. It's International Art Day. Drew Mega says, I'm a fan of Monet art. Something calming about the art style. Downs goes, I would say Robin, but having seen Batgirl might change. Those are the characters that Downs is excited to play in Gotham Knights, which we'll play tomorrow on GMS Tuesday nights. Should I say tomorrow? It's tonight, because today's Tuesday. It's literally today.
Today's Tuesday.
Jeez. The whole not working yesterday thing got to me. Drew Megan does ask, will Austin tune into Super GMS Bros in Law tonight? If so, will she spend the entire time trying to decipher the show's synopsis? Inquiring minds want to know. I hope so. I mean, that would be pretty cool. Tonight is Tuesday night starting at 8 p.m. Pacific time. If you don't know what GMS Tuesday nights is, it's a rotation of shows. Super GMS Bros in Law is where Sean and I, who are actually brother-in-laws, after all, we take on a co-op game together, as only those related solely because they married someone with other family members can. It's really straightforward if you think about it, Drew Mega.
Because we and you know, these shows where brothers-in-law play games together, I mean, they're a dime a dozen, but we like to make it special.
You could go anywhere to watch that specifically, but we ask that you try to hang out with us, please. Quiet says, I never really looked into the game much, but I like how 3 of the 4 playable characters are just Robin or Robin adjacent.
Yep. They're just different iterations of Robin.
It should be called, like, Robin Knights and the other one. That'd be a bad name. Drew Mega says, Downs, I've watched a few streamers play Gotham Knights, and the consensus seems that Robin and Batgirl are the favorite characters to play. Do you know who... Oh, yeah, we're going to go Nightwing, because that's who you're excited to play with.
Yeah, but we can change it anytime. And that's one of the cool things about it is you don't have to be locked into just one.
Okay, so since we're playing hand off the controller style, then every time I take over, I can switch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll try to make a decision before the show. It's 6:39.
You can news if you wanna.
Here's a story that we're tracking at this hour on this morning radio show that plays games. Both are escaped or displaced animal stories today. This one's from Ben Hooper of UPI. We'll take you to Sweden, because in a Swedish zoo, danger is afoot. Dun, dun, dun.
Yes.
This pertains to a cobra that escaped. They had to close the exhibit. This was closed Monday as officials searched the premises for a highly venomous cobra that escaped its enclosure. That's not good. This zoo in Stockholm said the attraction was evacuated Saturday morning when zookeepers discovered the snake had escaped its terrarium through a light fixture. Oh, those pesky light fixtures. You think they're bringing in light and heat, and they're just supplying an escape route for your cobra. It's not good. The owner of the zoo said the cobra has been nicknamed Houdini in honor of its escape artistry. The search for the cobra was ongoing Monday, and officials believe the snake is hiding somewhere in a back room far away from public areas of the zoo.
Wink.
No need to worry. It's not in the visitor area, but behind the scenes. Probably. It's cooler there, and it's lying there and resting. Probably. Said the owner to a Swedish news agency. The current outside temperature in Stockholm is too cold for the snake to survive for long outside the building. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Zookeeper said Houdini had only been in the terrarium for about a day after being moved from another area of the zoo. Keepers had hoped the snake would mate with another cobra in the exhibit.
Talk about Stockholm syndrome, but now it's a snake.
Mm-hmm. Instead of mating with the cobra in the exhibit, it's about to mate its fangs with your calf.
Ow, right in the calf?
Yeah, that's where.
Sounds painful.
As a king cobra expert, I know that's exactly where king cobras like to latch their teeth.
Yeah.
Probably. It's behind. It's in the back room. No need to worry about it.
Everyone's perfectly safe-ish.
If you see a king cobra outside, it's definitely not Houdini. Okay.
Someone else brought that one.
Yeah. Our king cobra is definitely behind the scenes. Nothing to see here. Good morning to Mel B on YouTube. Looking at the days of the day, I didn't know it was Danielle Day. I know someone named Danielle. Well, please tell Danielle happy National Danielle Day today. Ooh. We have a surprise guest for this edition of Rocket League. Didn't expect that to be our teammate and everything. Speaking of getting out of the cage and doing just fine.
It's Diego, the gaming morning lizard. Ba-dum-bum.
Diego Too Sexy is playing with us.
Diego's feeling himself today.
Oh, yeah. Not bad for Diego's first appearance on the show in quite some time. Diego, how you feeling today? Just too sexy. Just too sexy. Had to get out of my cage and go play some Rocket League. I was wondering why Look It's Mike O's account was active this morning on Rocket League. Diego! Let that one through.
Oh.
Mel B says she's 5. Okay, well, you can still relay to Danielle. Happy Danielle Day. I'm excited.
Diego tried the hefty goof patented drive backwards and then flipped the wrong direction.
Oh yeah, that's that hit. I taught Diego everything Diego knows. So. Smooth. I want to see if there's going to be a National Sean Day with your spelling, and then are there other National Sean Days with like the SEAN spelling?
Oh yeah, or are they gonna make us share?
Like it's all encompassing.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised that they have never made me and like the Bryans of the world share. Even though those are two definitely different names. You know how many times I get Brian?
Yep. Oh, look at Diego go.
Go, Diego. Go, Diego. Go, Diego, go.
Yeah. They can spell like this.
Be Ryan. Be yourself. Oh, according to Google from Quiet I'm Gaming, National Sean Day is celebrated June 10th every year. That's basically like you and I share the same birthday.
Yeah.
Basically.
What if National Ryan Day is near my birthday?
It was. Yeah, we had that in, like, I swear it was in September. I don't even think it was October. I'm pretty sure it was September. That's why we actually became brothers-in-law. This solely because of that. Both the sisters were like, how could I marry somebody near that person's birthday that's near someone's national day of the day, I think. Downs has a great idea. You need to find people who spell their name the alternative way, and then you could be the Ed, and Eddie of Sean's.
Nice. And if I can't find a third Sean, I can find a Shauna. Sean, and Shauna.
That's a great idea. Wait a second. National Ryan Day was October. It was just 10 days ago?
Seems like it was much further off.
I felt like it was a long time ago. Wow. Okay. Well, never mind. Mine is still near your birthday, but not in the same
Not close
proximity.
enough.
Yeah.
We'll have to get new brothers-in-law.
Okay. I'll let Hefty Wife know. Ooh, yeah, you could go SHAUN too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the international governing body of Sean. Sean UN. I'm comparing the end of that to United Nations, which is also abbreviated as UN.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Controversy. Controversy. We don't know who to believe now. Quiet I'm Gaming reporting from the field that apparently there is both a National Ryan Day on October 14th and a National Ryan Day on June 13th. Don't know what to believe.
Suspicious.
Quiet, you're trying to tell me that there's some subjectivity to when national days of the day are? No. I mean, our source is nationaltoday.com. Quiet's insinuating that, not even insinuating, literally told us that Quiet thinks we should judge whatever the blocked link is over Urban Dictionary. I'm going to ask a question that I probably should know the answer to already.
Yes.
Oh, I just tried to score on our own goal.
Yes, I thought that was the question.
No. Wow. I was... did Diego
I made
save
a good
it?
save. No, I did.
Oh my gosh. I saw like a blue streak just go flying right in front of me. And I was like, wait a second. Why did that... Oh. Wow. I don't think I've made that mistake in quite some time.
It's been a while.
Like I've almost hit it in reactively on like a rebound in recently,
Right.
but I don't think I've gone down the field and tried to score intentionally the wrong direction in a long time.
Hey, you had a good breakaway that
I
time.
sure did. I was stoked. I thought you were going to be so proud of me. Like, I expected to have at least like an nice try or something, but no. Good thing this game isn't like closely contested or something. That'd be awful. Whoops. Oh, I almost set it up too. Oh, we're playing with AI, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, Diego left.
Diego was too sexy for us. Good morning. Element of One is here. Nice chat to you, L. Thank you for being here for this morning radio show that plays games. We got birthdays this day in gaming history coming up. Element of One celebrated a birthday last week. Hope it went pretty okay. Or maybe that was even over a week ago. Holy cow, October has flown by. Because I actually think that Element's birthday was roughly the 14th. No, maybe it was the 19th. Maybe that was last week.
I don't know what time is anymore.
It's been interesting. All right, well, we lost 6:50 West Coast time. It's 9:50 out east. It's 2:50 for those watching GMS in the UK. Thanks for being here. Downs says Sean comes in on season 2 when ratings dip. Sean, and Shawnee, or Shauna, now with more Sean.
Nice.
Have you ever seen it spelled Shawane?
Not in the wild, no.
Not in the wild. Wow. I like the idea, though. I want you to meet just two other Seans that spell their name different. And if you can't find two other Seans, I definitely know a Shauna. So that would work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know a couple Shaunas. I think I'm still in touch with at least one Sean that's spelled differently. We have a good start.
We could always call up Sean Penn or something. Or Sean Mullins?
Do you think I can get in touch with Sean Figgins, the retired baseball player?
Oh, Sean White spells his name with a U.
Oh, yeah. That'd be an easy get.
Oh, yeah. And you'd have so much to talk about, like snowboarding and... Well, I know you and him both have snowboarded.
Yeah. At different levels.
Slightly different levels. I'll admit, I'm not too versed on Sean White's other hobbies. So...
he skateboarded, too.
Maybe Sean, for all I know, is a closet chiropractor.
Maybe he's a big fan of Rocket League, but only between the hours of 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. Pacific.
Maybe. What a coincidence that would be. All right, 6:50. It's time for birthdays this day in gaming history. Good morning to iGood Apollo. Good morning to Superphonic. It's good to see you both.
Nice chat.
And good morning to Dungeon Meowster KJ this morning. We're asking you, it's International Art Day or Artist Day. What type of art do you enjoy most? But right now, let's do birthdays this day in gaming history. If you have a birthday, someone you know who's celebrating said birthday, please let us know because we would like to celebrate with you. Celebrity birthdays today. Let's get this list started. Oh, no, wait, we have two audience member birthdays, holdovers from Sunday. We didn't do the show yesterday, and we typically celebrate Sunday birthdays on Monday and Saturday birthdays on Friday. So forgive us to Lady Undead, who's celebrating a birthday today. I believe still every once in a while is streaming on Twitch. So we'll shout out Lady Undead just in case. And then also Traiycer had a birthday on Sunday. I didn't realize those two had the same birthday, but it's not often that we have two audience birthdays on the same day. We have had Sean and Hey It's Brendan TTV celebrate birthdays on the same day. But yeah, pretty impressive. So to you, Lady Undead, and to you, Traiycer, it's your birthday song. It isn't very long. Hope it was good. It is kind of tough when it is Monday and we celebrate the Sunday birthdays because it's the only situation where we ask how it went as opposed to we hope it goes well. All right. Today, celebrity birthdays. Eat my shorts. Nancy Cartwright, the actress, turned 65 today.
She attended the Ohio University. Oh, so close. Before transferring to some other school.
It's UCLA. Just say it.
Ugh, gross. Gross. The Wii U of California schools.
That's good. That's good. That was my impression of Bart, by the way, and it sounded more of like a sick Marge Simpson. Eat my shorts, man. That wasn't even close to Marge, but that was still not Bart.
You'll get there.
No one lays up. Never mind. Good, I'm just gonna stop. Today, actor Adam Goldberg turns 52.
Adam can currently be seen on The Equalizer.
If you turn on The Equalizer right now, hurry! Right there, you can see next to Queen Latifah. There's Adam. I have no clue what else Adam's been in. Recognize the face, I just don't know a single thing that he's been in otherwise.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Just the Equalizer.
What are you supposed to say? KJ said yes. Sean, just say it. Oh, never mind. Actor Craig Robinson turns 51.
Craig portrayed one of the singing busts in Muppets Haunted Mansion.
I don't think I've watched that. Have you watched that?
Mm-mm. No, but I would.
Okay.
That might be a good Halloween thing to throw on.
Oh, that would be kind of fun. Listen, Craig Robinson's been in a variety of things. I'm pretty sure was in This Is the End or whatever with a whole bunch of the other group of like Seth Rogen's crew. But Craig Robinson in the Deets Nuts commercial, that should have won some sort of Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. I don't know which one gives awards for commercials, but just the way that he goes, it's a fun snack. It cracks me up. If you'd like to watch These Nuts, you can click on that link. I also didn't add the T and the Z on that very well, so I'm gonna try that again. If you'd like to watch Deets Nuts, click on that link. Today, Katy Perry turns 38.
Nice. Katy once appeared as a guest judge on the X Factor UK.
Man, I went down a weird rabbit hole yesterday because on one of the shorts, it showed Katy Perry at the Kids' Choice Awards, which is where, like, everyone gets slimed. And I guess once Katy Perry got, like, one of the most notorious, like, slimes in that show's history, it was pretty epic. I'm surprised she didn't lose an eye. Like, the slime just, like, went at, like, high velocity. So I was trying to find the link to put in there, but I can't find it fast. Just search.
Just watch Deets Nuts again.
Deets. They're meat nuts, okay? Chat, meat nuts. The best thing to come from the Russell Wilson trade. Actress Ciara turns 37 today.
And this is a lovely picture of her with her daughter at a game. She spent time growing up on a military base in Germany.
That's true. Oh no, that's their son.
Oh, son. Sorry.
Yeah.
I scrolled down too far.
Yeah, I appreciate what Ciara and Russ are bringing to the Denver community. Moving on. Actress Krista Marie Yu turns 34 today.
Krista currently appears on the Hulu series Reboot.
Ooh, I like.
Ooh, that's definitely a Richard Shotwell photo.
I really like those dresses. It's probably because they're such bright colors, but I also like that they're almost twinning a little bit. Krista and Rachel Bloom. But listen, I'm telling you, September, like mid-September every year in Los Angeles, that's prime photograph season.
Especially on a nice sunny Monday.
Monday is the best time to arrive at the premiere of Reboots.
Yeah, especially that light coming in a late afternoon morning at the Fox Studio lot.
Late afternoon morning. Actress Rachel Matthews turns 29 today.
Actor Michael Landon was her grandfather.
Oh my gosh. Find something about... whatever. Thank goodness. The streak might be over. It might actually be over.
We got teased before.
We've got a drummer birthday!
Drummer Chad Smith of Chickenfoot and Red Hot Chili Peppers is 61.
That's like, do you have a UCLA thing against Red Hot Chili Peppers too?
Hey,
Hey,
what's chicken? What's chicken
So I thought
foot?
the same thing. So Chad Smith is the one who looks notoriously like Will Ferrell and vice versa. They're kind of doppelgangers. And one of the best things I ever saw is, well, I could be pasting YouTube links all show apparently. One of the best things I've ever seen is when Jimmy Fallon had those two on the show simultaneously, and they had a drum off.
Nice.
But I do like the fact that you can either there's no drummers born in the month of October unless you're the one of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like, you have to be that good.
Also, I still haven't answered anything about chicken foot, but Chad Smith is also in a group called Chad Smith's Bombastic Meat Bats.
Meat what's?
Meat Bats.
Sponsored by Deets Nuts.
They're not bats. They're meat bats.
Speaking of International Art Day, or Artist Day, today was Pablo Picasso's birthday.
Nice.
Also celebrating a birthday today, Bobby Knight, the longtime Indiana basketball coach. So. I like the name Michael Boatman for some reason. Actor on The Good Wife and Spin City, 58 today.
That's a good name.
Okay. We got to get to this day in gaming history. We have actually a whole bunch to get to in so little time, so rapid fire style. In the year 2000, Nintendo released The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask? I always say
Majora's Mask.
Why can't I get any of the Legend of Zelda sub-names? Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. Man, crushing it. It was out for Nintendo 64 in the year 000.
200 and
In 2004, Nintendo put out Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link for Game Boy Advance. That same year, Castlevania out from Nintendo for Game Boy Advance. Also, Dr. Mario and Metroid for Game Boy Advance. In 2005, Rockstar put out Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories for PlayStation Portable. That same year, Sega releases the Taito Legends video game collection for PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube. On that disc or cartridge or whatever, there's a variety of games including Ninja Kids, Plump Pop, and Space Invaders, among others. 2005, Namco, before it met Bandai, put out Soul Calibur 3 for PlayStation 2, and Activision released X-Men Legends 2, Rise of Apocalypse for PlayStation Portable. In 2011, EA Sports, just Electronic Arts, they weren't doing sports, it was just Electronic Arts, put out Battlefield 3 for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. 2011, Disney put out Disney Universe for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Nintendo Wii. And in 2016, King's Quest Chapter 5, The God Knight, out from Sierra, not the one celebrating a birthday today, but the video game company, for PlayStation 4 and Xbox.
Nice. A lot of games today. And I'd like to point out, you nailed Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link.
That's true, but what got away from, like, the name Link something, like Link's Adventure, it was all over, man. I mean, look how much trouble I have saying the Breedeth of the Wild. Oh, wait, isn't it the Breath of the Wild?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I could have gone the Breadth of the Wild. It's massive. It's expansive. So I'm getting a slight hint, a slight impression that Apollo doesn't like us saying 2000. Apollo, how do you feel about me doing 2005 or 2011? You can answer that. We'll get back to it on the other side of the break. Next hour, list of the day and sports. Thanks for being here. First show of the week. It's Gaming Morning Show, and it is Tuesday, October 25th, 2022. Thanks for being here. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Spaces, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. We will be right back. NFL films is a good case study, because the way that they were able to present the game of football back in like the 70s and 80s to kind of grow that game, they were revolutionary. So
Nice.
always had those like deep voiceovers. It was a frozen tundra in Lambeau Field.
I want to see I guess football would be the best. Some sort of football documentary, but the guy just has a really nasally, squeaky voice for the voiceovers. That could be great.
It was a warm day in Lambeau Field. I'm a real boy.
It was the first Sunday of November.
It never translates because I modified it specifically for Apex. I'm always like, how do I ping? Hit the ping, but I'm trying. Drew Mega says, with Resident Evil Village, I was able to acquire some more powerful weapons, and it's so satisfying being able to destroy enemies with just a few shots.
That does sound handy.
Yeah, it feels like it's taking you forever sometimes.
Yeah.
That's a good shot, Hefty.
Nice.
Cracked. Look at this. I knew exactly what I wanted to do and everything. Boop.
Nice work.
He's nuts.
What about Noodly Noodle Day?
It's so much noodling day.
Snoodle.
We're asking, what's your favorite way to eat noodles? I think I'm gonna go with like a pasta dish. I do tell you that I, maybe unsurprisingly to those who know my philosophy on sauces, actually really appreciate like the F noodle.
Fettuccine?
Nope.
Fasuli?
No.
Fasta?
They're like they're the chopped up tubes.
Penne?
It's penne. The F one.
Is that the one you were thinking of?
Yeah. I love penne pasta.
Oh, we can for sure do that.
Big thanks again to Grandma Misses You, Rip Hefty, Hello Darkness My Old Friend, Surprise, and Kissy Wissy loves Hefty Goof for the tips yesterday. And we can see it skyrocket. I'm happy you all want to see my heart explode. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, maybe I can do it too, and we can put both of ours up there, like right by our face cam.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I was wondering what you were doing. We're repairing a trombone.
Yeah. Welcome to Sean Instrument Repairs. If you have any minor brass repairs that need performed, you just send them my way. I'll tune them right up. That rotary valve on that half trombone is much better.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
You have a nice brass.
Thanks. The chiropractic profession, at least in the United States, is kind of split between two main philosophies, and one is very medicine-based and evidence-based, and we function as musculoskeletal specialists in the medical world. And then there's a side of chiropractic that believes that chiropractic can fix everything. And you have diabetes? Oh well, you just need the right adjustments, twice a week for the rest of your life. And they say like, oh, don't go to your medical doctor. They're prescription heavy baby killers. They'll say stuff like that, and it's an awful place to be.
Down says the other is the flat spine believers.
Nice.
Some people believe the spine is spherical or cylindrical. Others believe it's flat.
don't know. Were miners just get naked all the time?
Like,
I mean, it does get hot there down there, I imagine.
I have so many questions. Dun 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 dun. Dun. These jeans belong in a museum. More like Los Angeles Jones, am I right? Oh, I'm sorry. Indiana's a state. I meant California Jones.
Wow. I didn't realize people took old jeans so seriously.
I mean, I've had a couple of pair of jeans that I've donated, like, to a clothing drive. Maybe I was doing it wrong. Supposed to take them down to the mines.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, List of the Day and Sports. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningShow.tv. And follow us on Twitter at WatchGMS. Time for hour number 2, right now.
Morning! Gamer, welcome back. Gaming Morning Show continues. I am Hefty Goof. That is Sports.Gaming. We have 2 more hours left on this first show of the week, as yesterday I was out of town. Went to Denver on Sunday. Flew back. I was back in the Pacific Northwest just after midnight on Monday, but wasn't going to be able to get to a place with enough sleep to actually do a show. So we just decided to take yesterday off. And instead today, Sean's internet decided to take the day off.
Oof. We'll see if it gets any better.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Doubt it.
Maybe not.
Maybe it's saving all the internet juice for tonight.
That's true. GMS Tuesday night's coming up tonight at 8 p.m. Pacific time. It is the debut episode of Super GMS Bros in Law, which is succinctly described as Sean and me playing games together because we're brothers-in-law, after all. So the pair takes on a co-op game together, as only those related solely because they married someone who has other family members can. With a perfect description that Austin Attack 12 absolutely loves. You can find Austin Attack streaming later on today. Austin's still raising funds for streams for a cause. And it's going to be the 29th of October that we see Austin Attack hosting a Halloween party, a 12-hour Halloween party coming up at twitch.tv/AustinAttack12. Good morning to many joining us during the break. Groggy or Die is here. Said, Hefty, I'm so sorry. I jinxed the Broncos saying the Jets would be safe. Totally my fault, but how about those Titans? Sports coming up at 7:50 this morning. Chris M.E. is here. Good morning to you, Chris. Travis is here. Speaking of sports, Phillies fever. Damn.
Yeah. Stupid Astros. Can you please beat the Astros? Please.
Wow. Yeah. I'm rooting for the Phillies too. I have no reason to root for the Astros. And
you know why? You know why you don't have any reasons?
Because nobody roots for the Astros.
No one likes the Astros.
Astros. The Wii U of baseball.
We don't talk about Wii U.
All right, Travis has been on this big run of being right about everything, so continue to do it. Keep believing, which I love. How many games for a Phillies victory in the World Series? Starts Friday. Again, we'll talk more about this coming up in sports. International Artist Day. So we're asking you, what art do you enjoy most? So just in general, as broad as that question could possibly be posed, what type of art do you find the most well, most awesome, most appealing. I mean, there's art in video game adjacent conversation, right? Like you can have, we're gonna play Gotham Knights tonight, right? There's artistry in the way that they made that game. Like, I mean, people are extremely talented.
Very, very talented.
Another good example, Dungeon Master KJ, outstanding quilting artist. I went to get some food the other day. My Subway sandwich was beautiful because it was made by a sandwich artist.
I guess that putting paint on their sandwich, though.
Is that acrylic? I swear I taste hints of acrylic. Please don't eat art supplies, please.
GMS does not condone eating chalk. Well, maybe a little chalk is okay.
What is the... Isn't there, like... What's that thing that anything can kill you, right? Like, there's a certain amount of salt that you could eat that would murder you. Like, it's the same thing with water, right? Like, if you drink X amount of water, it will kill you. What is that phenomenon called, or that number?
LD50, which is the lethal dose for 50% of the population.
Okay. What's the lethal dose of chalk? Dose of chalk.
Ooh, we could definitely look that up.
Okay, while you do that, we'll tell you that nationaltoday.com says, we celebrate International Artist Day on October 25th. Art, as a creative human expression, encapsulates a myriad of things, portrays the beauty of life, or a bitter reality. It records history, revolutions, rebellions, and sometimes as a means to escape them. In short, there is no history or culture without art. This day celebrates all forms of art: painting, sculpture, photography, architecture, music. They even talk about music and more. Through this celebration, we show our respect for the passion and creativity in all artists, as art provides the medium of speech and lets us also see the work of artists who study, research, and criticize artists to showcase their art of words. And there's goes on to be a list of top art journalists that you can find at nationaltoday.com. So, I know which animal finds art to be their favorite.
Uh-huh.
Do you know which animal it is, Sean?
No.
It's a seal.
Suspicious, though. Oh.
Art. They always talk. They are always talking about it. So sorry.
Nice.
What's the lethal dose of chalk?
It varies depending on what kind of chalk you're looking at. So I found a bunch of different numbers.
Of course, we need to go in depth about which types of chalk can kill you and how quickly.
It seems like it's most like in the type of chalk that we're talking about. It's most likely in the like kilogram range. So you'd have to eat quite a bit of chalk.
I don't have a lot of familiarity with the size that, like, say, a gram of something is. Just to be honest with you, so I'm happy you had to say that it would be a lot, because a kilogram to me was like, that's not that much.
And probably less for, like, if you're out there licking the lines on a baseball field. And it's not like Crayola chalk.
That's what it does.
Might be a little less.
Getting some hints of acrylic here. Good morning to Blooded Bay. It's good to see you. Bay says, our planet is killing us. I mean, it just depends on the perspective. Are we killing the planet, which is now in turn trying to kill us? Perhaps. There's salt. Yeah, right. There's salt poisoning. What causes... let's see. I hope I get some penny hand sanitizer at the Dollar General. Man, Mel B, you went from Dollar General hand sanitizer to I like drawings and paintings. I will watch Bob Ross celebrate to saying, yes, it causes salt poisoning. Oh, because I was talking about salt. I got you. It's a wild ride there for a second. Groggy says, pointillism and the ability to run an F-tier legend like Mirage successfully are my favorite arts. Is that performance art, Groggy? I made the mistake of watching Apex Legends propaganda yesterday, getting ready for the new season on Tuesday, and now I'm just ready for Tuesday. I want Tuesday to be here. Like, I need to quit trying to get excited about upcoming seasons and instead just need to be surprised when it's like, oh, today's the new season. I
had no idea.
Pointillism painting is actually pretty well. Pointillism art is pretty impressive. Good morning to King Gray.
Nice chat.
It's good to see you this morning. Heavenly Soul as well.
Nice chat.
It's good to see you all. Hope everyone's having a great Tuesday morning. It's good to be back after taking Monday off. We got list of the day coming up after this game, and then we'll do sports coming up at 7:50 this morning. Interesting Monday night football game last night. So, Mel B says eating chalk causes osteoporosis. It softens the bones. Really? How did we find that out? Was someone just eating a ton of chalk and then was like, doctor, I feel like my bones are brittle. Good morning, guys. Hope it's been going good. Personally, I love the art of music. Yeah, I'm happy you brought that up, Heavenly Soul, because I was talking about that in that read from nationaltoday.com, was realizing, like, yeah, video games, art. Even, I mean, radio is an art form. Especially, like, you remember back when, like, radio was TV before TV existed, right? Like, well, I know you weren't alive. I made it sound like...
I love the... I know exactly what you mean, but I love the way you phrase.
Sean, tell me what it was like to listen to those old radio plays back in your day. That's funny. But yeah, like War of the Worlds was that infamous thing that, you know, Orson Welles put on the radio that, you know, made everyone genuinely think that the, you know, Earth was being attacked by aliens, and it was a radio play. But the theater of the mind aspect of radio is pretty powerful.
Yeah,
and just audio only stuff. Yeah.
Audio medium is pretty cool. I wish more. I've listened to a couple audiobooks that were like fully cast. So they had different voice actors playing different roles, and then they added in some, you know, nothing too like all encompassing, but just some like subtle audio effects from time to time, and it was really cool. I wish we had more of that kind of stuff.
Well, and shout out to the Monsters and Friends podcast, and we'll put a link to it, well, right now, because this game is over. Like, Mike does such a good job having the fire sound effect in the background that definitely gives you kind of a feel for, like, your place and time where you are, and listening to the stories that he's telling. Like, just even something subtle, like adding something like that, really makes a difference in terms of how you kind of absorb that. So, Greg goes, wow, that game was short. I didn't switch scenes. And so we were sitting there on the two-shot playing that game the whole time. And I was wondering if, like, anybody had, like, been warning me that scene. And it made me wonder, like, did anyone notice that we were actually playing a game, or were we carrying the conversation on well enough during the game segment? Whoopsie. Almost like we only caught OT. That's exactly what we wanted, Gray. Oh, Gray said it. Okay. Thanks, Gray.
We can't see the game.
How am I supposed to know that means you can't see what we're playing? Could you be a little more... What's the word I'm looking for? Direct next time, please. Instead of being so cryptic like, we can't see the game. Groggy says, my gameplay is always a performance. Chris says that American Life is definitely art. I have listened to that, this American Life a couple of times. KJ says, hey, Sean, remember back when you were minus 25 years old and radio was TV? Gray goes, next time I'll say this. Switch scenes to the one with the game, Ryan. How am I supposed to know what that means, Gray?
Oh, look. Downs is pointing out that we aren't playing the game right now.
Yeah, I am with you, though.
Get it.
You know, it's always tough when you get back from a mini vacation that was so restful, like watching your team suck at football some more.
Just blame my internet.
Yeah, it's because of Sean's internet. I hit the shortcut, and it didn't switch the scene because of Sean's internet. But a reminder, if you like high-quality media like what we produce, join us for GMS Tuesday nights. It's tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. We'll be playing Gotham Knights in the first episode ever of Super GMS Bros in Law. Right now, it's time for a list of the day. We're going to give you 10 art styles in the world for you to enjoy today. When should we enjoy them?
Just today.
Just today. Never other days. We got some comments from Mel B and Downs and Gray in just a moment. But we'll start with radartmedia.com. That is a great website.
Yeah, that was partially what drew me to this list over other ones.
Sampada Joshi wrote this list August 2020. Opening paragraph, cultural diversity involving since the past is clearly evident and reflected through distinctive art styles and representing the extension and flourishment of human lives. So let's give you 10 art styles for you to enjoy. I feel like I'm going to learn a lot from this list because, like I mentioned, when it comes to things like wine and art, I don't have a ton of depth. I'm just very surface level. Like, I like that. Those are pretty colors. This wine tastes good. So I will try my best to actually learn something from this list.
1.
Divisionism is the first on this list. This is a type of art style, late 19th century. There's a painting technique founded by George Seurat in 1884, associated with dots and patches of contrasting colors blended in such a way where they can be seen from a distance, and your retina will perceive it as fluid brushstrokes. And the word itself is also a description of the style division, yet it is united through a distant vision. Interesting. There's some examples. We'll share this list with you so you can see exactly what this means. But that's number 1 on this list. Divisionism.
2.
Number 2 is abstract art. In abstract art, it pulls depiction away from any literal representational reference points. It's more free form and can be created in the form of any visual which comes in a mind. Some abstract art can be confusing as it does not describe any picture into it. An abstract is about form, color, line, texture, pattern, composition, and process.
3.
Just like wine. Modern art. It's in existence 19th and 20th centuries. So I'm curious if on this list is there something for 21st century art? I mean, what kind of art started when the calendar switched over to the year 2000? Wink. This is the form where there was imagining or recreating arts in new forms, movements of modern art like Fauvism, Expressionism, and color field painting. I was the first to exploit color in a major way. The style of writing is expressed by thoughts to make modernist style painting into it. And again, there's plenty of examples that we'll share at the end of this list.
4.
Number 4, Impressionism art. This art showcased the realistic approach to the world by fleeting impressions of their surroundings. These were often found outside. Painterly, it's a fun word, painterly brushwork is perhaps Impressionism's most recognizable trait.
I'm going to find a way to work painterly into my critique of my grade school age son's work when he brings it home. I'll be like, you had a solid painterly brushwork there, son.
Five.
Cubism. This is the likes of Pablo Picasso. A form of art can be deconstructed in such a way that it can be viewed from different angles. The art forms two-dimensionally canvases with the help of geometric shapes to realign it and make it a simple yet unique style of art. Today, again, was Picasso's birthday.
6,
Nice. Number 6, surrealism. This refers to a weird or strange style of art. These arts generally create real characters, but they are placed in unrealistic situations. The style of art is explored in the unconscious mind as a way of creating art, resulting in dreamlike, sometimes bizarre imagery across endless mediums. My favorite in this, when we share this, is the banana painting.
That one is kind of cool.
7,
Can you make that pop sound with like your cheek? Yeah.
That one.
Number 7 is pop art. Not to be confused with Pop Tart, which is a work of art in its own right.
Has anyone done pop art on a Pop-Tart? Because if not, they're really missing out on some opportunities.
K-Laugh! Pop art emerged 1950s in the United States, reached its peak everywhere around the world. The form of art is loved by all age groups, and its popularity exists in media, advertising, and comic books, draws attention by inspiring from that era, providing fun and color. This does look very comic booky. Which, again, we were talking about like different forms of art. I mean, comic books, clearly, a lot of talent.
8,
Number 8, contemporary art. Contemporary art forms are simplistic and straightforward. Shifting your glance towards art style like contemporary would tell you a different story, though. It's an awkward sentence. That's it.
Oh.
9,
Contemporary.
Thank you. It's
Not a
just
very good
fantasy.
explanation.
It's just fantasy art, baby. This is closely related to primary and illustrator art. Tried to make that harder than it really was needing to be.
You wanted it to be like illustrious.
That was on your side, right?
Think so.
Okay, thank God. Because I'm like, I've never heard that sound in my song before. This song that's playing has been on our playlist since we started the show, and I'm like, I have not ever heard that before, and it was freaking me out, man. Okay, I'm back. Adults and children alike love fantasy art as it's all about escaping into magical, mythical lands. Fantasy art brings some emotional moments after seeing the art. And again, paragraph.
1, 0,
Number 10, graffiti art. First to street art. Man, the sentences got harder and harder as this list went on. These arts always give social messages, which give people looking at it every time.
Yep.
A more complex style is wild style, form of graffiti usually involving interlocking letters and connecting points.
There you go. Top 10 art styles in the world. It's almost like they didn't expect anyone to get down to like the bottom 7.
Yeah.
Because the first 3, like, I was fully on board with where we were going. And it's like, oh yeah, just put some words at the bottom of the page too. So,
Still a good list with some good examples of
Yeah.
different art styles.
true. Chris M.E. says, what style of art are these word pronunciation in? So I was going to ask, I figured just give me a summary of how many I need to add, because I struggled through some of that. I'm curious how many I owe. Let's put it
Yeah, it
that
wasn't
way.
that bad. We'll go 3.
3? Okay, I can take 3. Impressionism is what Austin Attack said. Monet is the best and I love him so much. I cry every time. I do not like Cubism. WTF is that music? Bam.
It's a good,
all right.
summary.
Yeah, it was almost like you were writing like a limerick or a haiku to the end of that list. Dungeon Master KJ, I'm a big Warhol fan. Pop art is top tier for me.
Nice. I like pop art. I did find pop art on Pop-Tarts, or it's more pop art about Pop-Tarts. I still would prefer pop art specifically on Pop-Tarts. So if someone's a really talented, like, icing artist, if you could do some pop art on Pop-Tarts, I'd appreciate it. But for now I just have pop art of Pop-Tarts. KJ, can you do pop art on Pop-Tarts?
Is that a culinary art? That sounded funnier than it really was. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Sean will be back in just a moment. We got sports coming up in about 15 minutes from now. We'll talk about the World Series, Monday Night Football, and the weekend that was. Drew Mega says, well, like many things, art is subjective. I guess hence anything could be considered art. Well, that's what I'm saying. And like I said, one of my favorite parts about the artistic discussion is the depth of it, right? Like, I love people who are much more intelligent or thoughtful about, like, different areas of art. Like, even people, we were talking about music earlier. I think that was Heavenly Soul who brought that up. You have, like, people who just have an expertise in certain areas, so I just really like sitting there and listening to where that comes out, you know, because, again, I have a very surface level brain. Like, even with video games, like, people ask me often, like, did you like the game? I don't know, it's fun, right? Like, I don't have a very critical mind in a lot of ways, so it's really fun to hear people talk about different things that kind of, you know, are their thing. Like, people who are super into cosplay, which is definitely art, in my opinion. Like, I love seeing what makes people excited. Nice chat to It's Copia this morning.
Nice chat.
The year is 2027. It's 21st March, and I'm watching the sunset on a virtual beach on Mars. I think the body clock is getting out of hand. How are you, my friends? Jack is here this morning.
Nice chat.
Because Drew Mega might have found common ground with Austin. Jack says, incorrect. I like what I like on the internet, and only I can like it. Oh, no, that was in response to the art is subjective part. I miss Pop-Tarts. I do, too. I want some Pop-Tarts this morning. Cherry Pop-Tarts are a true work of art. Mel B says, awesome. Will they still make them? Buy them at the store. But I want them now. Oh, yeah, because they have gelatin in them. I forgot about that part. Copia, I eat popped art instead. It's a little crunchy at first, but if you hold your nose, you kind of get used to it. Burnt popped art. There you go. That's good. Well, thank you for sharing that discussion with us, chat. And if you want to look at that list and see some examples, you can. Melby says, yeah, I watched someone that had a problem with strange addiction or something, had pica and ate chalk. Her doctor said her bones were softening because of too much chalk. Apparently.
Well, maybe a little chalk is okay.
We weren't too far off with that. King Gray, to be more direct next time, will say, switch scenes to the one with the game rhyme. And then Sean had said, thank you, Downs, because I've frequently mixed up Gray with almost everybody in this chat, but often with Downs. So Downs like, what did I do? King Gray said, Sean, I did not expect that from you. Yeah, Sean kind of goes with the jab, and then bam, left hook. All right, thank you for being here for this morning radio show that plays games. We're talking about International Artist Day. Let us know your favorite types of art. You can also let us know how your weekend was. It is today World Pasta Day, National Chucky and the Notorious Killer Doll Day, National Danielle Day, National Fine Art Appreciation Day, National Greasy Foods Day, National Hope for Henry Day, National I Care About You Day, National Yasmin Day, Punk for a Day Day, and Sourest Day. One of my favorite types of days of the day on the show are those that end in day and then adds day again. So Punk for a Day Day. It's a fantastic day of the day. So fantastic. All right, let's see what we're tracking at this hour on this morning radio show that plays games. Thank you for being here. It's now 7:40 West Coast time.
You can news if you wanna.
We told you in the first hour the story of a king cobra that escaped from a Swedish zoo, and the zoo's owner said, don't worry, the cobra is definitely not in public areas. Now, that makes sense because apparently the weather in Sweden this time of year is not conducive for a cobra. However, it's still funny to hear the owner be like, don't worry about it. It's definitely not hanging around there. This is also Ben Hooper's story. It's about a pet kangaroo that is loose in an Indiana county. Ben writes that police in Indiana confirmed a kangaroo is on the loose, like the Thundercats. He writes that the kangaroo escaped from owner's property. The sheriff's office confirmed the kangaroo escaped on Sunday afternoon and is near the towns of Peyton and Yeoman. The sheriff's office said the kangaroo is one of 2 owned by a Carroll County resident who does have permits to keep the exotic pets. Police and animal control officers are not currently searching for the animal, the sheriff's office said. Notice it posted to a lost pets group on Facebook warned residents who spot the kangaroo not to attempt to catch it, as it will become spooked and flee the area. The post said the animal is not dangerous, but is likely to be afraid of strangers. Okay, I got a question. Kangaroos can jump really high, right? If you have kangaroos as pets, how tall of like a fence do you need to have? Because when you have, horses, those fences aren't extremely tall. But if you have a kangaroo, like, do you need to get the kind, almost like prison height fences where you even have like the little angle at the top so that they can't climb over it? I'm very curious about that. You'd have to have extreme, because they can jump pretty high, I think. I'm guessing. Anyway, pet kangaroo on the loose in Indiana. That's the story that we're tracking at this hour on this morning radio show that plays games. Copia says the art of music is my favorite art. Fantastic. Yeah, if you haven't already, check out Superphonic's latest album. You can find it wherever albums are available. Recently made Sunset Vista, which was a group of 8 DMCA safe synthwave songs made all on an iPad, which again, going back to like different nuances, different like slivers of how art is created, like the fact that all that art was specifically made on an iPad is pretty cool. My favorite artist is Janelle Monáe. Music can be art, but only music I like. Looking at you, Drew Mega. Damn. Trying to start fights. Let's go. Drew Mega said Janelle Monáe is pretty cool. Looking back at you, Jack. I mean, sports can be art, damn it. I mean, really, if you see some of the skills that different athletes can bring, like, there's just, like, track and field can be, like, art in motion. There's just, like, a good, like, yesterday, gosh, I can't remember his name. It's not Drysdale, but it's one of the Edmonton Oilers. Just put on this, like, display weaving through traffic. I think they were playing the Penguins. Gosh, Drysdale, something like that. I'll try to find the play and put it in Discord. I probably won't remember, but yeah, it was really impressive. Horses can jump high too. They can, but like I at least have been on a horse on a ranch that has horses, and like our fences were not that tall. They might have been maybe 8 foot tall. Like what would a kangaroo height have to be? Fence height. True Mega, I'm sure horses can jump higher than I can. Okay. But yeah, like we didn't have like, yeah, Mel B said, I asked Siri, horses can jump 28 feet. Like 28 feet in the air? I mean, I believe it. But we didn't have 30-foot fences. And my next question would be, are horses instinctually jumpers? Because clearly kangaroos are. Man, I have so many questions. Interesting. Mel B said, I hate snakes. Yeah, the king cobra, if you don't like snakes, I would avoid the Swedish zoo for a little bit. Because while it's definitely not in public areas, it's definitely just hanging out in the break room. There's a king cobra on the loose. Damn horses. Let's see. Austin said sports aren't usually defunded in schools, not art. It apparently would not be art that is typically defunded from schools. That is true. Yeah, and it's a shame. Like, it would be nice if everything. Where is that coming from? Oh, it was in here. It wasn't Sean's side. It was my side. I couldn't figure out for my life where that ringtone sound was coming from. It was from this iPad in front of me. It would be nice if more places could buy into all of the things that people are interested in and would be able to give them equal weight. Like, for example, I have no problem trying to find, like, I would be very open to trying to figure out how to make art classes or music classes seem just as valuable as science and, like, social studies are. Like, these core subjects that, you know, are almost, like, required for people to, you know, take in school in order to be able to graduate. Because I know lots of people who have had varying degrees of success around things like that, as I know people who have had, you know, fulfilling, I use the word success in that regard, like fulfilling lives, who have had, you know, success in fields that are more appreciated in the same way. So it would be really cool to see lots of things not get defunded. So thanks for bringing that up. Awesome. Drew Mega, watching Connor McDavid and Cale Makar play hockey is pure art. Now, this is one of my goals, Drew Mega, and you can probably help me out with this. I'm trying to watch more non-Flames hockey games this year because my scope of knowledge with hockey is very Flame-centric. Like, even when we play other teams, I don't know a lot about the other teams. So I'm trying this year to watch more casual hockey, where it's just like, oh, I'm hanging around. It's Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time, which is when a lot of the East Coast games start. I'm just gonna turn on Maple Leafs and Capitals and just take a quick gander. Because the nice thing about hockey too is if you want to get to know teams or get into the sport, you can watch one segment, because hockey TV timeouts are the first break, by and large, after the 14, 10, and 6-minute marks of each period. And so you can watch, you know, from the top of the period to the 14-minute mark, or from 6 minutes left in the period to the end, right? And you can at least get a pretty good feel for each team, because you should see all 4 shifts during that time, because each hockey team has, you know, 4 different lines that they use offensively. Copia, oof, right in the truth. Nice, I like that. I only have 2 feet, so can only jump that many. Kangaroos grow up to 6 feet tall, says Mel B. 6 feet 7 inches. I asked Siri how tall kangaroos are. Downs, I don't think kangaroos jump very high, more far. Interesting. So am I learning that I have a misconceived notion of just how far kangaroos can jump, how high, and that horses may actually be able to jump higher than kangaroos? Am I learning this right now? Austin Texas, yeah, jumping versus leaping. Well, that was, so when Mel B said the thing about horses jumping 28 feet, I was actually thinking of it distance-wise. So I was thinking, okay, well, maybe a horse, like, if you were to put the horse and the kangaroo at the long jump together, then the horse was going to be able to go farther. Kangaroos can jump 6 feet high. I looked it up. Drew Mega, you have to watch Cale Makar on the Avs. He plays defense, and it's like McDavid of D-Man. Nice. Mel B says, so if a kangaroo is 6'7" and can jump 6 feet, the minimum height would probably be 13 feet at least. Interesting. I still want to know though, Mel B, is the whole notion of having a horse jumping 28 feet. That can't be in the air. It would be able to jump over houses, right? Like, that can't be. It has to be, like, distance. So, good morning to Kate Zaid. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here for this morning radio show that plays games.
Nice chat.
Kate Zaid will be streaming later today, and Kate is someone who is well in tune with the cosplay world. So, Kate invites you to give a reaction to the statement "cosplay is art," because we're talking about International Art Day today. Please let us know what your favorite type of art is. Right now it's 7:51 West Coast time. It's 10:51 out east, and it is 3:51 for those watching GMS in the UK. It's time for sports. We have next hour the return of "Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth." So stick around. We'll try to start a new record with that audience game starting at 8:07. And then we'll do some achievement hunting in Rocket League. And then tonight, it is GMS Tuesday nights. We're going to be playing Super GMS Bros-in-Law. Sean and I, brothers-in-law after all, so the pair, us two, will take on a co-op game together. We're playing Gotham Knights, and we'll play that game as only two related solely because they married someone who has family members can. So stick around for that. It's 8 p.m. Pacific time coming up tonight. Next hour, clip of the day, takeaways that were pretty okay as well. All right, yesterday in sports, it was Monday Night Football. The Patriots were up, I think, 14-10, and then Chicago scored the next 23 points, beat the Patriots 33-14, probably the best game as a pro for quarterback Justin Fields of the Bears. New England started Mac Jones, was pulled later on for the quarterback who had played well in his stead, Bailey Zappi. And the Bears are 3-4 on the year. The Patriots, that's a big loss, a fall to 3-4 on the year. So we'll see what happens, but right now the Patriots in the AFC East are sitting about 2.5 games back of the Bills. So the Patriots are the worst team in the AFC East, if you can believe it or not. That's nuts. That's nuts to think about. We're about 7-8 games in to the NFL season. Bills lead the AFC East. Ravens and Bengals atop the AFC North. Your Tennessee Titans, for Groggy or Die, 4-2 atop the AFC South. The Colts have announced that they're going to bench Matt Ryan. No longer going to have the quarterback that they traded for. Instead, former Texas quarterback Sam Ehlinger will make the rest of the starts for the 2022 season, Frank Reich, the head coach, said. And the Chiefs have a 1-game lead over the Chargers in the AFC West. Eagles remain the only undefeated team. The NFC East is good this year. Eagles 6-0, Giants 6-1, Cowboys are 5-2. The Vikings still lead the NFC North by 2.5 games over the Packers. Buccaneers in a horrible NFC South, 3-4, tied with the Falcons for the lead there. And in the NFC West, the Seahawks are atop that division by a half game. It's absolutely nuts the way that that's shaping out. All right, hockey yesterday. Ottawa beat Dallas 4-2. Washington over New Jersey 6-3. Edmonton, a 6-3 win over Pittsburgh. Yes, Draisaitl was Leon Draisaitl had a goal and 2 assists, but the goal that Draisaitl made was freaking epic. It's worth finding. Pittsburgh and Calgary tonight. Carolina beat Vancouver 3-2. The Golden Knights over Toronto 3-1. Golden Knights 5-2 on the year. Toronto is 4-3. And then Winnipeg beat St. Louis 4-0. NBA, Philadelphia over Indiana. Toronto beat Miami. Chicago beat Boston. New York over Orlando. Utah lost at Houston. San Antonio over Minnesota. Denver fell at Portland. And Memphis beat Brooklyn. Your Premier League scoreboard. Woohoo! A 2-0 win over Bow. So there you go. Those are your sports scores. I didn't pull up the sports news. Tonight, like I mentioned, Calgary takes on Pittsburgh. I believe that's a 6:30 p.m. puck drop. 6 o'clock even. And your Seattle Kraken host Buffalo at 7 p.m. Pacific time. So there's some other games that are going on in the NHL. Chris ME's Los Angeles Kings host Quiet I Am Gaming's Tampa Bay Lightning. So there you go. Oh, yeah, and then the World Series. Worth mentioning, Travis was in the chat earlier. The Philadelphia Phillies take on the Houston Astros. That is for the World Series title, 5:03 p.m. on Friday. So they get full rest. They'll bring out the aces as Philadelphia, the 6th seed in the National League, takes on, I believe, the 2nd overall seed in Houston. I think that's right. Maybe it was the... Yeah, I think they were number 5. So there you go. All right, thank you for being here. That is your sports. Next hour, We'll play some audience games. We'll have clip of the day, takeaways that were pretty okay, and name our Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award winner. We appreciate being here wherever you may be on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter Spaces, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. We will be right back. It'd be not a lot of fun because everyone could Google the answers, but Papa's TV is so fast that you don't have time to Google things. And so I think that that might be a way to go, because I also own a Switch. So to you, Hobo Toes, thank you for giving me hope, because we might host trivia in the future.
Accurate.
Thank you, Obi-Wan Hobo Toes, for the hope. Do you think I would let her beat me? Have you heard her winning cackle? Yes. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Kate, can I call K-Laugh for my trivia team? Well, when
K-Laugh is the research pro, but no one said anything about him having knowledge.
When K-Laugh's on a bagel, you can have K-Laugh anytime. K-Laugh bites.
K-Laugh in the morning, K-Laugh in the evening, K-Laugh at supper time. With K-Laugh on a bagel, you can have K-Laugh anytime. Oh, gosh.
Peck at the same time.
Wasn't that like at the Turner and Hooch premiere?
Yeah, it was probably. I think that was at the Westfield Century City Mall in Los Angeles.
That's where they always are.
On July 15th?
Last year, right?
2021?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how Matt Winkelmeyer's doing lately. All right, actress Cameron Grimes is 32 today.
Once appeared in an episode of ER with her brother, Scott.
What are you doing here, Scott?
God, come on!
On the show with you. They hired me as well. Whatever, Scott. Don't talk to me. I have lines with you. Go with it. You just have like
I'm thinking there might be some like law issues there.
You could have like
totally
a
different
pig jumping out of an apple as your logo. Next where it says Scrapple Bits.
They'll take him to court, and then the first question they'll be like, "Can you describe Scrapple?" And he'll describe it, and they'll be like, "That sounds nothing like an apple." Case closed.
Oh gosh, pretty intrigued by this Scrapple pizza idea, Scrappleiza idea. Not gonna lie.
Has anyone ever tried to order apples at Applebee's?
No.
Nor bees.
Yeah,
Not once.
excuse me. I would like your finest apple and a side of bees.
Please.
We do not know how the seal ended up in the middle of Grimsby. We would be hopeful that there was no human factor in his location, although it has been known elsewhere in the UK to happen, a spokesman from the group told Grimsby Live. We know he couldn't have come in via Grimsby docks due to the large water turbines outside B&M, whatever that means. The only other way we can imagine is that it's traveled with the flow of water along the river and got lost from another connection to the estuary, the spokesperson said. The seal, nicknamed Oreo, was taken to the Mablethorpe Seal Sanctuary. Sounds like this one was looking for a lawyer. We're going to be looking for, like, dead bodies in the next couple days here to wash up on the shore or something. Be careful. He's going to get you. He's going to get you.
Good old Humberside.
Yep.
Benedict Humberside. Jason and Andrew Yu said they built an outdoor enclosure for their 3 hermit crabs outside of their Houston home. And 2 of the animals, Kaiser and Pincher, escaped from the habitat on consecutive days in October. We went looking for them. Mother Linda Yu told KHOU TV. We checked the grass. We checked the bushes. 3 months passed before neighbor Sarah Beckman spotted something unusual while out for a run down the street from the Yu family's home. I noticed a little hermit crab on the side of the sidewalk in our neighborhood, she said. Our own kids have some hermit crabs, so I guess it caught my eye as something that just didn't belong there. Beckman, this is a mistyping, but I'm going to read it as is because it makes it so much better. Beckman told the crab home and put it in the enclosure with her kids' pets. She posted on Facebook asking if anyone in the area was missing an escape artist pet.
And do not want to wear are those that have the cuffs at the bottom of the leg hole, right? I don't want them to be like they're like elastic. I don't want them to be sucking up to my ankles. I want bell-bottom sweatpants. I want flares.
Is this the anniversary of the wiener window?
Is this how we got to that topic?
I think so. I think this might be how that came up. I don't like sweatpants, period. I like shorts.
Really?
Yep.
Sweatpants just don't do it for you. Wow.
They're too restricting. Too restricting.
Maybe you've had the stovepipe ones like I've been talking about. Like they like suck to your thighs. It's like
Well, so there's like trainers. I don't know what they're called, but they're kind of like they don't go, but they like.
Try to toe the line, make you wanna stay. Asking myself why you keep going away. Don't want more goodbyes, so I've gotta say that although I try.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. And GMS Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay. And the clip of the day. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningShow.tv. And become a Patreon. Join our Discord. Go to gms.watch and click on where to find GMS. Time for hour number 3, right now.
Morning, gamer. Welcome back. Gaming Morning Show continues October 25th, 2022. Thanks for being here. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Gaming Morning Show .tv. Sean, you remember that random tone that we heard? It was coming from my iPad.
Oh.
I really thought it was on your side of the glass.
It could have. The reason I thought it was too is someone turned on the TV in the other room, and so I thought it might have been that blood bleeding over. No, apparently not. So we were in sync with our random noises in the background.
Yeah, my daughter uses this iPad to communicate with friends, and I always ask her to put it back on silent, and she always leaves the tone on. And so, but she had switched the tone up, and so I was like, I don't know where that's coming from, and I was so confused. So, terrified.
Nice.
Kate Zaid, good morning. Says in sync. You and I were
Bye.
in sync. By the way, I heard somebody on the radio just the other day talking about Chris Kirkpatrick again, because that was of In Sync, right? Not Backstreet Boys.
Yes.
Maybe?
I have no idea.
Okay, let's pretend that it definitely was In Sync. I still can't believe that Eminem had that diss line for Chris Kirkpatrick in that one song, and Eminem and Chris Kirkpatrick's birthdays are on the same exact day.
Yeah. That's... I really want to know if he knew. Or if it's just a coincidence.
Maybe it was like one of those things where Eminem was like, "Gosh, you know who just drives me up a wall? That Chris Kirkpatrick guy." And then he discovers that it's like same birthday, 1 year apart. He's just like, I know how I'll show him.
That's the final straw. I'm sharing a birthday with this guy.
Can't take it anymore. It's time to welcome in.
Hello to the Final Hour crew.
The Final Hour crew is here. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it. Good morning, Bob.
You're welcome.
Austin Attack 12 is here. Good Apollo. Kate Zaid, good morning to you. The Element of One, hello, FHC to you.
Hello, FHC.
Let's see. It's Copia, Drew Mega have been with us throughout the course of the morning. Mel B on YouTube, it's good to see you as well. I am JF Downs. We've had Quiet, I Am Gaming in the chat this morning as well. We saw King Gray earlier this morning, as well as RHS Jack made an appearance. Chris M.E. has been in the show as well. Dungeon Meowster KJ, it's good to see you. Groggy or Die, Quiet, I Am Gaming. Heavenly Soul. Blooded Bay has been here this morning. Man, there's been a variety of chatters. And if I missed you, which I definitely probably missed someone, thank you for being here for this morning radio show that plays games. We saw Travis earlier. Holy cow. Let us know. International Artist Day. Please let us know your favorite type of art.
Hello, FHC.
To Keith Anthony as well, who's making an appearance in the FHC. Let's take care of the person from the balloons falling in the monster's mouth, shall we?
It's back.
It kind of feels like it's been a tremendously long time.
Yeah, it was such a disappointment after losing that streak that it hasn't been that long, but feels like a long time.
Yeah, I still have a hard time talking about it. I'm so sad.
Tears were
Shed.
cheeks were wet,
Hate those
dreams
cheeks.
were broken.
If you want to know how good we used to be at this game before the incident,
To see the record for the most balloons banked in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, remember to type the easy-to-remember acronym, ! DLTPFFTBFITMMREC.
it's kind of tough coming back here, actually.
Yeah.
Kind of feels
The
bittersweet.
memories.
All right. Well, this is desserts and sweets. Definitely on the something's changed since the last time we put this up on the screen because it's all stretched out and weird. But anyway, you can see the whole puzzle. I'll work on fixing that some other time. Keith Anthony says, "Why?" Because we want to play the game, Keith.
Why?
An R from Austin Attack.
R. No.
We're 0 for 2. What a great start.
Well, if we're gonna lose, now's the time.
That's true. Here, yeah. Downs, get all your U's out right now.
U.
When I click on any Z's.
A. Ding, ding, ding.
There we go, Downs. That's the spirit.
U. Yes.
Alexa
No.
just said okay.
No. Really?
Alexa off.
Alexa, cancel.
Why on earth is Alexa talking to you?
Who knows?
D.
She liked the Z's
No.
comment.
Is that even close to how Dino sounds? Did?
I don't think so, but I don't dislike it either.
Where's that sound come from?
I have no idea. It's almost like Three Stooge-esque.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Put it on a pancake.
All right, big swing from Austin Attack 12. Desserts and sweets, pancakes. That's again very. Don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. Esque to use pancakes as desserts and sweets.
Yeah, they are sweet.
But Austin,
Crack.
nice work. This is everyday objects, which means it's probably jackhammer.
It's gonna be
Oh,
pancakes
yeah.
again.
That one's on your side.
Maybe.
You're supposed to
Maybe
say
it's
what
the
noise?
iPad again.
One of my favorite things I've ever done in my life was we used to live next to this house, and someone was playing like the violin, probably practicing for band or something. My sister was home and was like, "Do you hear a violin?" And I was like, "Chance to be hilarious." So I go, "No, what violin?" It's like, "You can't hear that?" It's like, "No, not at all. What are you talking about? I hear air." She's like, "You don't hear that?" I played that for 10 minutes. Drove her nuts. It was one of my best achieving moments in life.
It's pretty good.
R. No. E. T. Yes.
Bob's a fan of the 80s film.
P. No.
Grigio.
S. Ding ding ding.
Austin's crushing it right now. Is Austin this season of Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth's K-Laugh?
Maybe. That just means Austin's gonna have to be here every day.
Every damn day.
Oh, no.
What happened, Bob? Mel B says, "I am F. Jones. Not here. It's breakfast, and I would be too full to eat pancakes for dessert. I usually eat 3 blueberry pancakes that are pretty good. Pretty big, rather, when I have them. Pancakes are amazing." But then Keith had to start this again.
A crepe is not a pancake.
Keith said, "Pancakes are crepes in the UK."
I am your pancake expert.
An N from Austin Attack 12.
And ding ding ding.
And an H from Apollo.
H.
Are you guessing swing?
Mm-hmm. Swing set.
Sports.gaming is
cracked.
Nice work.
Thanks.
All right, you can't see it, but I promise we have 6 banked balloons. We're moving to movies. Hey, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
So you're at a concert.
Okay. I'm good. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And the police are about to play.
Uh-huh.
And you don't know what songs they're gonna have.
Yeah.
But you know what the entire band looks at to figure that part out?
Yeah.
They look at the Sting set
Nice.
list.
Nice work.
Credit to Downs. Apollo says, "I refuse to believe a swing set is an everyday set. How many of us have a swing set in our yards or can just walk outside and see one?" Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Yeah. Everyday object is it's really just a category for, it should just be miscellaneous. That category should just be miscellaneous.
It's the one vowel word category for actual things. Let's guess an R. Downs goes Armageddon.
That's a big swing.
It's not Armageddon. I should have already known that because Austin had already guessed R, and that wasn't in there. But good news.
A. Yes.
It can't be Expendables then. Keith Anthony says, "A door is an everyday object."
Now that's a big swing.
Casablanca. Look at
Nice.
Downs. But I'm sorry,
fancy.
it's not Casablanca. E from Austin.
E. Cha-ching.
Dungeon Master Cage just says, "I sorta can, but I'm not every day."
See a swing set, I think.
T from Austin.
T. Yes.
Ooh, King Gray.
That's a big swing.
King Gray is cracked.
Cracked.
All right, we got time for one more. We're up to 12 banked balloons. Again, if you're going to get your Z's and X's out, do it today. Okay? Those letters will officially be off the board. Should I set up this scene where I cover the X and the Z with like a black
lock
square
symbol?
Yeah. Ooh, we can make it so you get like one every so often.
Chat gets one key to the lock a week.
When we get the pancakes loyalty points out, we can start making it a redemption.
R. Yes. Z. No. O. Yes.
Ooh, I like downs.
Now that's a big swing.
To drink coffee.
T. S. Ding, ding, ding.
D from Downs.
D.
And an E from Austin.
E.
Both hit.
Cha-ching. Cha-ching.
I'm gonna guess. Did we already guessed the T, so it can't be a T. S. We already guessed S. So I'm gonna go N because it could be no. King Gray.
No
That's a
holds
big
barred.
swing.
Nice.
This match is scheduled for one fall. In this corner, King Gray. No holds barred against IMJF Downs. They're fighting themselves.
And in this corner, Ho loads purred.
This match is scheduled for one fall and Ho loads purred. Oh my gosh. Thank you for being here. We're a morning radio show that plays games. We're going to shift into Rocket League and do a couple of achievement hunter type things. Coming up on Thursday, we're going to resume Whatever Land in the Final Hour crew. However, we're going to use performance enhancing assistance. We're going to use P's. Because they're not
If I don't have
drugs.
to
We're
go.
going to use things like walkthroughs and stuff. So, assistance, P's.
And Q's.
We can use P's and Q's. Performance enhancing assistance and question answers.
Nice.
So, do you have anything you want to work on?
I always need competitive games, and then I still need 9 saves, so I might just play some Ghoul.
Okay. So I'm going to reinvite you to the party, and then I'm going to put us in a 2v2 competitive playlist, and then I'm going to turn on my quick chat so I can get faking 4 times, which I guess won't happen. Won't happen while we're playing, but
Right.
so.
Triple.
King Gray, it's a wrestling term, I assume. No holds barred from use. You can use anything. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Oh, Austin had asked, WTF does that mean?
W. T. F. Funk. 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 I heard funk. Definitely funk. F-U-N-K.
Nope. No Holds Barred was also a 1989 Hulk Hogan film.
But was it the best Hulk Hogan film?
I don't know. It has a rating of 4.4 out of 10.
Can we
And
get
a
a damn
10%
movie
on
with
Rotten
friendly
Tomatoes.
wolves, please?
We should probably watch it.
Do you want to add that to the list?
Heck yeah, I do.
All right. We'll update you. Our watch party list is complete.
Fantastic Four, B-Movie, Legends of the Hidden Temple, every MCU movie, Hackers, Pride and Prejudice, and Zombies, Frozen 2, Christmas Comes to the Pac-Land.
Gray goes, was it the only Hulk Hogan movie? Right after it, on my screen, Downs goes, Mr. Nanny was the best Hulk Hogan movie. Sorry, I'm getting my chat undisabled. Okay, I'm back.
Guess who's back?
There we go. Found it. I like how it was on the last menu, too. Oh, that was a screamer. Sorry.
Independence Day, Knives Out, Ants in a Bug's Life, but at the same time, AI, Artificial Intelligence, iRobot, GoldenEye, Weekend at Bernie's, South of Heaven, Down and Dirty, A Love Story.
I was taking a really big breath. I mean, Hulk Hogan was in Gremlins 2. Oh, wait, was he in Gremlins? No, I think he was in Gremlins 2. Because they're at the movie theater in that big tower that was, like, the whole setting for the movie, right? They had built this brand new, like, I don't know, like, amazing big old tower in Manhattan. Like, had everything. It was like a Sim Tower.
Face Off, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Twilight, Jurassic Park, Robin Hood Men in Tights, the entire Sharknado series, Small Wonder, Mean Girls, Sister Act, Jurassic Park Again, Hunt for the Wilder People, Throw Mama from the Train.
Sorry,
do we have Gremlins 2 on there somewhere?
Yes. Maybe. Thunder in Paradise was good too. There were loads of Hulk Hogan movies. How have y'all never seen the #1 classic film of patriotism known as Independence Day? You know, I think I should watch that movie sometime. It's my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, just because a movie's on the watch list doesn't mean we haven't seen it. It's just on our watch party list.
It's because someone from the audience hasn't seen it, which pretty much then opens the list up to all movies. Sorry, I just couldn't get back to the ground.
It was a good save, though.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. The worst part of Rocket League are the corners, like the poles, the posts, because they have those weird angles, and so you don't ever land flush. It's frustrating. Oh, crap.
Oh.
Yeah,
I was so ready for the pass, too.
I was ready to pass it. We were both ready for the same thing that never happened. Are we calling Gremlins 2 a Hulk Hogan movie, though? That's like saying Home Alone 2 is a Donald Trump movie. That is true. I mean, Donald Trump was on screen far less time. Like, not far less, but less time than Hulk was. Yeah, Hulk, like, turns around, yells at the projectionist, and is like, "Chirp, fix the movie!" And then, like, rips off his shirt, so. Nice shot. Melby, y'all wouldn't on Monday, were you? I looked for this, couldn't find it. Yeah, so we were off yesterday. Typically happens only when one of us is traveling, and I was traveling. I have another game I'm going to in December, but I think I'm going to be able to do GMS on the road from Denver, so that one won't be the same. I agree with Greg. Gremlins a Hulk Hogan movie as much as Rocky 3. Oh yeah, Hulk Hogan was in Rocky 3, wasn't he? Wasn't he like the primary antagonist?
Yes.
I'm not well versed in Rocky movies.
Me neither.
I also forgot that we're playing 2v2, so this whole time I've been playing more 3v3-ish. Fault. Quiet says, yeah, that's the biggest thing with Rocket League. Because of those angles, you never get any satisfying doinks off the post. Yeah, I mean, I guess it helps because you can score more easily off the post, right? Because they at least angle inward as opposed to like.
Yeah, it's a little bit more forgiving.
Oh crap! Nice, you got my back.
Always.
I actually had a pretty good angle on that one.
Yeah, you were there. They were just also there.
Everyone was there. It was the community place to meet of the community. I was gonna try to take care of the goalie for you. Oh crap! I should have been on the other side instead. Nice. Yeah, you set that up nicely. Only you're back, though. The rest of you will need to watch out. I can try to center this and see if we can get one. Nice. Wait. He was Thunder Lips?
It's a good name.
It's true, although it's spelled as one word, Thunder. I'm sorry, was that the name of Hulk Hogan's character, Downs?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? In Gremlins?
No, in Rocky, I think.
In Rocky, they... What? Hulk Hogan, Thunder Lips. Yeah, Thunder Lips Hulk Hogan. Hey, guess what? In true Hefty Goof fashion today, I have something to post in the chat. Here's the YouTube link. Oh, crap, I forgot. I'm supposed to stay back. No, that's right. You're cracked, so... All right, faking. Nope. There we go. 2 for 2. And what are you working on today?
Saves and just playing competitive matches.
Okay.
Is
So even if we
biggest thing to
lose,
chip away at.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, should we just quit so I can go do another faking it? Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Failed. Drawings and paintings going to celebrate watching by... yeah, so you mentioned Bob Ross earlier, Mel B. Mel B, Bob Ross has been very popular in the art community, both in the past and currently. Like, Bob's become like a... almost like a cult classic, right? Nice try. Were you there to begin with?
Hmm?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I knew I could go off and get the orb, even though I should have gotten the ball, so I'll do that next time. That's right, we're only down 2-0 with 4:20 to play. I'll quit reading chat, too, though, so that'll help. Wink. Yes.
We'll just force it in.
Just jam it through brute force. How did you score? We shoved it through the left side of the wall.
We no-clipped it through the wall.
All right, I'm going for the ball. Perfect. Oh, bad bounce, bad bounce. Go, Hefty! Oh, you missed. I was about to say that they suck, but that would have been rude. Little tapper. Oh, nice try.
He was there.
Oh, this person's name is Banana Eyes. That's a good name. Ring, 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 ring. Banana Eyes. Thunder Lips. Hulk Hogan is Thunder Lips. Why would they... I'm just trying to think, like... they come up with boxer nicknames all the time.
Mm-hmm.
The Thunder from Down Under, what... Actually, wait, never mind. That's a different... I'm sorry. That's a whole... That's not... It's in Vegas, but that's... that's not boxing. I hope before Thunder from Down Under became well known, I hope that there was a boxer that was named the Thunder from Down Under, like someone who hailed from Australia. Ugh, couldn't catch up to it. I was trying to bicycle it out of there at the last minute, but I probably should have stayed in goal longer. Okay. Where do you want me to go now?
Ball. I think so. When we're 2v2, when we're 3v3, you focus on getting boost a lot, and that's not a huge deal. When we're 2v2, position is key. In position at a boost is going to be way better than out of position with boost.
I got a turtle goal.
Yeah, you did.
All right, what's next then? So ball.
Ball.
Okay. You just need to tell me. I'll forget all the advice you just gave me just now very fast. So
Just if you just don't care about boost unless it's literally where you're going already, you'll probably do much better.
yeah, but getting boost is fun.
But you can't 2v2.
But
You got to
I
be in
wanna.
position.
But I want to. Like just now, I definitely did not try to go look for boost. It was where I was going anyway. It's so weird that, like... Oh, I was actually very close to that one. It's so weird because I don't understand why I feel like I have to be able to run fast all the time. But I don't like not being able to go quickly. Alright, which one?
You're on goal.
I'm still in goal. I'm still in goal. I'm still in goal. I'm pushing up. Okay. That was a great... Wow. Tooted my own horn there. Get in there. Squeak in. Nice job, Sean. You're cracked. Woo. All right, where are we at? Oh, yeah, I'm not supposed to read this. I watched the clip. My favorite part is when they announce him, Bruce Banner style. And he... Bruce Banner? Isn't that a guy from Marvel?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was Hulk.
Okay. Anyway, or is it Bruce Buffer? Crap. Because wasn't Michael Buffer the boxing guy, and then Bruce Buffer's become the UFC guy? Thank you. Okay. Anyway, and he purses his little tiny baby lips as the speakers boom. Thunder lips. That was a great illustration, King Gray. That's the kind of art I'm into, is Gray's word art. You know, I really kind of wish we had actually kept track of all of my actual mispronunciations on the counter. That was an amazing goal. Wow.
Thank you.
So we could have made a book and, like, given them all definitions.
That would be good. Caleb. Lots of homework.
Ball?
Yep.
I went ball. Score. Nice. Get in there. We're tied.
It's a good
And
game.
we've combined for 6 goals.
Yeah, we have. We're averaging 3 each.
Yes, we are. This is like when I use all Chris ME's crowns and Fall Guys. We combined have this many crowns. Not getting boost because I'm trying to win. Gonna try to win by not getting boost. I got it centered. Hopefully they don't score. They missed, and then I hit it back on the other side of the floor. Rocket League, that is. Sorry, I got Beverly Hills. Beverly Hillbillies. I don't know why. Next thing you know, Old Sports Gaming's a millionaire. We both fly into the goal from here. Hulk Hogan was called Randolph J. Hurricane Spencer in Thunder in Paradise. You feel like GMS named the character in that one. Oh, whoops, I didn't hear your cue if you told me. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Wow, nice shot.
It's so hard to remember. Oh, I got rid of nice shot. I can't even say nice shot. Should I say faking again?
Probably.
Ooh, Beverly Hills Cop, Beverly Hillbillies mashup. That could be kind of entertaining. Oh, fudge.
Village.
Dropped back.
Dropped further back.
Fudge.
Village.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
I don't think we're gonna win. Let's get a 2-pointer right here.
All right, losers. Hey, it's 8:37 West Coast time. It is 11:37 on the East Coast. It's 4:37 for those watching GMS in the UK. I'm very happy that I don't have my quick chat on because I always hit the down button to try to get out to the main menu as quickly as possible. And so the whole time I'm just saying sorry at the end of the game.
Very Canadian of you.
Okay, hi. I will tell you one just completely random fun fact that I already shared with Sean. But I got lost in a How I Met Your Mother YouTube funnel yesterday. And I found out that Jonathan Groff, who voiced Kristoff and the original King George in, I almost said Beverly Hamilton. In Beverly Hills Hamilton. You remember that musical, right? Jeez Louise. In Hamilton. Was at least a consulting producer in an episode, if not more than that, with How I Met Your Mother. And I found that very interesting. I wonder, because Jonathan has like a background in musical theater, like Broadway type stuff, I imagine, right?
Yeah.
And so maybe that was one of those episodes where they had, you know, Neil Patrick Harris's character do like a musical number or something. So maybe he was involved in that.
Could be.
Maybe they cut ice. He was involved in that.
Maybe they had reindeers to wrangle.
Maybe they did. Maybe Kristoff, aka Jonathan Groff, can help find the pet kangaroo that's missing in Indiana. You're smart.
Sometimes.
What do you think jumps higher, a horse or a kangaroo?
Oh. If we're talking relative to their height, I would go kangaroo. But I'd guess like absolute values, probably a horse.
Huh. I
But
wouldn't
don't
have
know.
never guessed that in a million years. We have to figure this out because there's rumors that a horse can jump upwards of 28 feet, but that seems way too high.
That seems really high.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we'll figure that out. Right now, we got to get you the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews, a recap of the video game headlines of the day. And then as Sean transitions out of that and we get into clip of the day, takeaways that were pretty okay, we'll try to answer that question because, yeah, that seems really high to me. Takeaways that were pretty okay, let us know in the chat. Something you learned from this morning radio show that plays games. Right now, though, as we do at 6:30 a.m. Pacific time, and by 6:30 I mean 6:25, it's the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews. Now, the video game headlines of the day. If you missed any of them, check out Twitter, hashtag GMSMorningGamingNews. I butchered all of that. Here's hashtag Video Game Expert Sean.
Good morning. It is still Tuesday, and it's still October 25th. It's still 2022. And this is your Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Renews. We had some news this morning. Some of it was better than others. First of which is the fact that Steam is out there breaking its own records in terms of concurrent players. This weekend, Sunday in particular, they set a new record for 32,005 concurrent players. The top 5 games being played consisted of Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Dota 2, Lost Ark, Apex Legends, and PUBG Battlegrounds. These numbers, of course, are continuing to rise over time, and the fact that now people have Steam Decks in their hands and those are more readily available, it'd be interesting to see if these numbers continue to rise. In our next news story, we talked about Overwatch 2 because that's the game to talk about lately. And they have their first Halloween event. This is a continuation of the Halloween events that were taking place in Overwatch over the last few years. And that is Junkenstein's Revenge, this time Wrath of the Bride. You can start that today at 11 a.m. Pacific time, and that runs through the end of October, November 1st. So you can check that out if you're interested. There are some Halloween-themed cosmetics and a special Halloween PvE experience. So take a look at that if you're a Overwatch fan. If you're a Fallout fan, and in particular a fan of Fallout 4, Fallout 4 is getting a next-gen upgrade coming next year. Fallout 4 is going to be available for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X/S with an official next-gen update available sometime next year. This coincides with Fallout's 25th anniversary celebration and was announced in a Bethesda blog post yesterday. So you can check that out if you'd like. Out today, we had some highlights such as Ducky Quacky out on Switch and Turbo Sloths out on PC. But the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, today's name of the morning, went to Garbage Pail Kids, Mad Mike, and the Quest for Stale Gum out on PC.
Congratulations, could become a name of the month if it does, and you're a Patreon subscriber. You can become one by going to patreon.com/gamingmorningshow. You'll get first crack at it in October. November. October ends next week. We have Halloween on Monday, and then it's just November. So I think we'll announce it next week. If not, it'll be the week after. I think it's the first full week, maybe, of the subsequent month.
See.
So stick around. We'll let you know what the name of the month is. You can also get early access to most everything we make, an exclusive subscriber show, which debuted last Friday. So check it out. It's at patreon.com/gamingmorningshow. I'm open to your feedback on a Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award nominee.
Ooh. I feel like after torturing Apollo with multiple versions of saying the year that comes after 1999, I'd nominate Apollo.
Okay. Apollo came to us with, how have y'all never seen the #1 classic film of patriotism known as Independence Day, but also lost their mind earlier in the show? Brought through a FHC or die, which is a hashtag. That could be good on a shirt. I refuse to believe a swing set is an everyday set. That's a good line, too. All right, I think you're worthy. To you, I Good Apollo, you are today's Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award winner.
Billy Thundergun, Teammate of the Match Award.
Brought to you by Diet Sunkissed Orange. Want to give honorable mention today. Mel B did some great K-Laugh-esque research, and Downs came through with Thunder Lips, which, was not a bad contribution to this morning radio show that plays games. It's time for the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Hey, look, it's the clip of the day. Moving on. Actress Krista Marie Yu turns 34 today.
Krista currently appears on the Hulu series Reboot.
Ooh, I like.
Ooh, that's definitely a Richard Shotwell photo.
I really like those dresses. It's probably because they're such bright colors, but I also like that they're almost twinning a little bit. Krista and Rachel Bloom. But listen, I'm telling you, September, like mid-September every year in Los Angeles, that's prime photograph season.
Especially on a nice sunny Monday.
Monday is the best time to arrive at the premiere of reboots.
Yeah, especially that light coming in a late afternoon morning at the Fox Studio lot.
Late afternoon morning. I think I was rubbing off on you with you saying late afternoon morning.
I think so. I like it.
I'm sorry. My words are a disease. I failed you. All right, what are your takeaways that were pretty okay? What is something you learned from today's show? And then if you're watching on Twitch after we show you the best moments from today, we're going to send you over to Kazaku. Howdy, howdy, howdy. My name is Kaz. I'm a queer liquid, they, them, and she, her. I'm here for a good time and a long time. We mostly like holding hands and playing games here. Hope you enjoy your stay. And today, on the 22nd anniversary of the game that debuted in the year 2000, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. That's it. I said it right.
You did.
We're going to send you over there because that is what Kazaku is playing.
Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask. I'm so proud of myself. Beep boop, beep boop. You know, I'm considering trying to do a career where I talk into a microphone. What are your thoughts?
Have you thought of producing?
I'm so proud of myself. What's your takeaway that was pretty okay?
Thunderlips.
Thunderlips.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's got to be Thunderlips.
It's not your Jorah's Mask. It's not their Jorah's Mask. It's my Jorah's Mask. My Jorah's Mask. Mel B says I need to put my clothes on and walk my dog before the rain. Get dressed this morning. It's good step one. Quiet, you did it. Proud of myself. Thunderlips, let's go. I have two takeaways that were pretty okay. One, Thunderlips. 1,000%. Yeah, I'm on board. Second, during the course of the show, I got news that one of my classmates died today. And I was not super close to her, but definitely was close to her, 20 years ago. And listen, some days I feel super old, but I still know that I am relatively young. And I also know that at any given time, at any given time. So I don't take the chance to do something fun like this every single day for granted. I don't take you on the other side of the Discord, Sean, for granted. Having a best friend and a brother-in-law is pretty awesome. So life is good, but it can be short. And so just if you have somebody today that you haven't thought about in a while, try to do the quick message, because you just never know. I had no clue it could happen. So anyway, it's sorry to take it on such a downer, but it's a good takeaway that's pretty okay. It's something to just always remember. So you never know. We lost Alien, who was an early audience member of the show, and it took some people, it was a lot harder on some people than others. I mean, just because they grew really close. So you just never know. So just say it if you can. All right. Please say good morning from GMS to Kazaku, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Actually, we'll see you tonight. Tonight is GMS Tuesday nights, the debut of Super GMS Bros-in-Law. Reminder, Austin Attack, who we're hoping will join us tonight for that show, just so we can continuously explain the premise of the show. We'll be streaming later today around 3 or 4 p.m. Pacific time, and Kate Zaid will be on here very shortly, in like 10 minutes time. So you can check out those streamers. There's many others as well, but we mentioned those specifically for everyone who made it possible. I am Hefty Goof. That is Sports.Gaming for Austin as well. Thank you for being here for this morning radio show that plays games. And we'll do it again tomorrow, as we do Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter Spaces, GamingMorningShow.tv. Dun, dun, dun. As pertains to a cobra that escaped. They had to close the exhibit. This was closed Monday as officials searched the premises for a highly venomous cobra that escaped its enclosure. That's not good. This zoo in Stockholm said the attraction was evacuated Saturday morning when zookeepers discovered the snake had escaped its terrarium through a light fixture. Oh, those pesky, pesky light fixtures. You think they're bringing in light and heat? And they're just supplying an escape route for your cobra. It's not good. The owner of the zoo said the cobra has been nicknamed Houdini in honor of its escape artistry. The search for the cobra was ongoing Monday, and officials believe the snake is hiding somewhere in a back room far away from public areas of the zoo. Wink.
But I would.
Okay.
That might be a good Halloween thing to throw on.
Oh, that would be kind of fun. Dun dun dun.
Yes.
This pertains to a cobra that is. Dun dun dun.
Yes. But I would.
Okay.
That might be a good Halloween thing to throw on.
Oh, that would be kind of fun. Listen, Craig Robinson's been in a variety of things. I'm pretty sure was in This Is the End or whatever with a whole bunch of the other group of like Seth Rogen's crew. But Craig Robinson in the Deets Nuts commercial, that should have won some sort of Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. I don't know which one gives awards for commercials, but just the way that he goes, it's a fun snack. It cracks me up. If you'd like to watch These Nuts, you can click on that link. I also didn't add the T and the Z on that very well, so I'm gonna try that again. If you'd like to watch Deets Nuts, click on that link. Hey,
what's chicken? What's chicken?
So I thought the same thing. So Chad Smith is the one who looks notoriously like Will Ferrell and vice versa. They're kind of doppelgangers. And one of the best things I ever saw is, well, I could be pasting YouTube links all show apparently. One of the best things I've ever seen is when Jimmy Fallon had those two on the show simultaneously and they had a drum off.
Nice.
But I do like the fact that you can there's no drummers born in the month of October unless you're the one of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like, you have to be that good.
Also, I still haven't answered anything about Chickenfoot, but Chad Smith is also in a group called Chad Smith's Bombastic Meat Bats.
Meat what?
Meat Bats.
Sponsored by Deets Nuts. Rebellions, and sometimes as a means to escape them. In short, there is no history or culture without art. This day celebrates all forms of art: painting, sculpture, photography, architecture, music. We didn't even talk about music and more. Through this celebration, we show our respect for the passion and creativity in all artists, as art provides the medium of speech and lets us also see the work of artists who study, research, and criticize artists to showcase their art of words. And there's goes on to be a list of top art journalists that you can find at nationaltoday.com. So I know which animal finds art to be their favorite.
Uh-huh.
Do you know which animal it is, Sean?
No.
It's a seal.
Suspicious, though. Oh.
Art. They're always talking about it.